James Blunt is crazy. Why is that popping up for me? Everything was going as planned until it wasn't. My water broke at 36 weeks. William's it's hot. Good Lord. I'm just saying a quick prayer before I begin. I can't. I'm probably talking to myself because I see people entering, but it's been saying zero the whole time. So I don't know if anyone's actually in here or not. But I'm just gonna get started anyway. Let's begin. Hello, hello. I'm just gonna do an energy check first. I don't know what we're gonna tap into yet. It's up to you guys. Depends on the energy put into this collective. So make sure you're liking the live. If you want me to tap into your energy, let's see. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. I'm hot. I'm in a room that's hot. I haven't. It's an old house, so I have to put the AC back in, and manual labor is not really my thing. Sounds like a lot of sounds like not that sounds like a lot of work. It is. I don't want to drop it. I'm scared. So, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the gift. Um, let's see. Let's get started. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. Having a great weekend. Hello, hello. Good morning. Rich Rising, Royal Rising, Grand Rising, whatever y'all resonate with. Ooh, cute. Okay, so just for a quick energy check, just seeing what's going on right now, and then we'll get into a little bit more, see what's kind of like coming up to the surface. Right now, you could be dealing with the emotions of like, you could be trying to balance out your emotions with a decision, like maybe your emotions with your logic. We have the Page of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. This could be about an offer. This could be about something that feels a little bit deceptive or feels like you're not. You just maybe you're just. It doesn't even have to be deceptive. You could just not be certain. Also, can you guys hear me? Because I thank you for the follow. I have a mic on. This is my first time using it. I just forgot I had it on. I've been fanning myself, so just let me know if like this sound here is too much. Okay, let me know if that's too much. I don't know if it's blocking out anything. When I tested it, it was fine, but just want to make sure. But anyway, I'm hearing transitioning and transgression. So, and that's coming in with this movement here. You could be setting a boundary line here. This could be with something that's maybe just a little bit more on the novice isn't the right word. On the more immature side, maybe just something that you've grown past. you're trying to balance out. It could be something that was revealed to you. This even could be like negative parts of your inner child, like inner child healing that has to be done. And honestly, it could literally be everything. Like you could be going through this in multiple levels in different areas of your life where you're overall having to kind of like learn the transition. Okay, thank you. Learning the transition over into like something different, like having to let something go that's not progressive to you anymore, so to speak. Yeah, I recently started a job and I have some doubts and I feel bad. Aw, don't feel bad. I mean, unless you're, I mean, trust your intuition. But if it's like a almost like a survivor's remorse type of vibe, let that go. This is for you. Mm, see, I feel like you're no longer being breadcrumbed. Like maybe when it comes to life itself, you've been feeling as if life has been breadcrumbing you, the universe has been breadcrumbing you. Excuse me, divine messages have been breadcrumbing you. You would think I lived in the South. I don't. Anyway, um, but like things like that. Um, just feeling like you're limited overall, and you might be like you might have just made a decision, like something, some light was shed, and you decided to like kind of change course with things. Um, and it just feels like like I could be all over the place, but I'm feeling a few things. Like it feels like a sense of dissatisfaction. My head is starting to hurt too. Um, Something could have been pulling at you. You could have been also pulling at yourself, feeling like you missed out on an opportunity, or maybe picked the wrong opportunity. Yeah, this is something you're gonna have to move forward from. You could have been something that caused you a distraction because there was a lot of fighting, there was a lot of hesitancy. Someone could have been causing some type of confusion that put you in a masculine energy. This could have been some type of like feminine energy, a mother figure, someone who was very like maybe came off as soft or maybe came off as someone who's supportive, but they had ill intent. Thank you for the follow. I'm not doing personal readings yet. I might do live readings in a few though. So I haven't done that in years, but I thought about doing it today. So if that's something you guys want me to do, let me know. But and this could have been something that was being influenced by like a third party energy, not just that feminine, but like they could have had other parties involved. There's a lot. Like let me narrow some of this down because I'm getting a lot for only 8 people in here from what I can see on my end. Um, Definitely probably some people hovering and not entering. That always happens. But let me see here. Okay, so we have you're having you're okay, so you could have been put in some type of isolation, kind of putting you in a space where you have to like force yourself to work on something or force yourself to kind of like excuse me, confirmation burp. It's like a tunnel vision. I was trying to figure out the word tunnel vision. Um Almost like you were redirected from one area or one space to another. Like you've been in a battle, you've been having a battle for a while, but you've also been battling yourself too. And this has a lot to do with the fact that the things that may have towered or been taken from you was some type of sense of security, some sense of stability for you, so you think. But in actuality, it wasn't. It was something that was dragging you down. And this could have been something that you jumped into quickly, or maybe you trusted too quickly. Um, you have to forgive yourself for this, is what I'm hearing. But there's like a new beginning too. There's like a fresh energy coming in too. This is not all bad. It's just kind of like the energy I'm feeling from this. Some type of tiredness, confusion, uncertainty in a way. Spirit's definitely asking me to be patient at this time. Also to pay attention to the signs around you because you have some type of divine. There's like a divine, very divine energy coming through that's like watching over you. Some type of divine being that watched over you as a child. My ears are ringing. I feel like this is something like you could have been praying over. You could have been prayed over rather, like as in your childhood, like maybe in a church or something. Someone's definitely like grew up Catholic or Roman Catholic. Take it as it resonates. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for the follow. Um, you could have separated yourself even from your like these practices or these beliefs as from when you were a child, like maybe religious beliefs or spiritual beliefs, or even just like generational beliefs. But some type of divine being is tied to that, and they are actually coming back around. So even if you've separated yourself from this, or maybe you're not as tuned in, or I don't want to say tuned in, but maybe not as invested into this practice or this religion, whatever this being is, they're still around, and they're coming in pretty strong right now. Like, 'cause I'm picking up on like archangels, like yeah, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael. Someone could be. I see. I don't know why I'm seeing this, but bear with me. I'm gonna try to describe it because I feel like it could resonate with somebody here. I'm seeing like it's a type of like stone, or it's a type of like concrete or whatever, like that you'll see on like a sidewalk or maybe even a wall, and it's very rough with in texture. It's very rough in terms of concrete, and there's a bunch of like little rocks and stones in it. I don't I don't know why that's coming up, but something about that could be significant. I'm almost seeing like someone walking by a wall and kind of dragging their finger, like, but they're in deep thought. They're thinking about something. There could be thinking about, you could be really contemplating an offer that's going to come in soon if it hasn't already. Yeah, I'm sorry, I have my cards sideways right now because I was messing with it. But you could have a couple offers coming in, and one of these offers is an old offer. I do not want to focus on the past too much. I feel like a lot of readers do that. But I will say this. I mean, even I, like my old readings, they were heavily focused on the past, but I feel like this energy is shifted already past that. I don't know what. No, that's no shade to other readers, but I do want to make sure we focus on the present and the future as well. But I will say, like, something from the past is trying to come forward again. It's some type of offer, like it's coming back in again. It might be coming back in a different form from a different person or a different entity, business, whatever the case may be, or it might be the same thing coming back again, person, place, thing, idea, whatever the case is, trying to come in as in almost like in a revamped state. Tiffany could be significant. The name Tiffany, Breakfast at Tiffany's, Tiffany Blue, or the company Tiffany. You don't need whatever this offer is. I feel like trust your intuition with this. If it's something that, excuse me, if this is something that it feels right about, then take it. I'm also picking up on a lot of water. Like someone is like either lives near an ocean, is tied to the ocean, works on a boat. Something about that could be very significant too. I'm seeing a lot of water, a lot of water. It's not like a lake or a pond or a river. I mean, it could be that, but it looks like an ocean. It could be metaphorical too. Um, like a conduit. Water is conduit. You could be feeling like that too, like kind of like you're trying to go with the flow. There's a lot happening around you and you're kind of just like going with the motions of it. All right, let me pull some more, and then I'm going to get into the oracle deck, kind of get into a little bit, you know more details on things going on. Thank you so much for liking the live, you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for the roses and the gifts. I really appreciate it. Okay, things are changing. You might have been going through like just heaviness. It just feels like there's always something happening. You know what I mean? Like it's always something. It was reversed. I don't read reversals too much when I'm on live and stuff. I feel like people panic a lot when it comes to reversals, but I feel like it's relevant. Like it's something being revealed. Which the Sun card came in as well. There's some type of justice coming in, some type of change coming in. It is coming in. It has been rather coming in relatively slow. Um, I got a flash goal. I don't know what that means. I don't know what none of this TikTok stuff means. I've been on TikTok for years. I don't know what that means. Flash. Are y'all asking to join the live? Is that what's happening? Is that why I keep getting these things popping up? That is a lot of y'all. I don't do battles, guys. I am so sorry. I don't. I'm so sorry. I'm here to read y'all. I'm here to read y'all for filth and then be on my merry way. Um, if you want to book a personal reading, click the link in bio. I might actually do personal readings on this live, so stay tuned. I don't know how to put. I don't have any of my mods in here, do I? Any of my mods in here? No, because I don't be on here like that. Jimmy, are you here? Is Jimmy here? I wish I should have went out live on my other phone so I could text. Because I just be kind of popping up when I'm whenever. Like, you know. Anyway, thank you so much. I keep hearing this TikTok sound and I don't know what it's called. And it's probably because of the music that I'm hearing here. Because I have like I have like high frequency music playing. But it reminds me of this other song. And I was hearing it before and I don't remember the sound, but it's kind of like it's just a sound. It's like a it sounds scary, like it's kind of like you see it with like dystopian posts. But I don't feel like it's that type of heavy energy. Like it just feels like maybe you're feeling almost like in your own dystopian energy because of all these transitions you're going through. But please know things are being made way for you so this justice can come in. It almost feels like too like you got to understand too like things are destined and we have certain things that are in our path that's going to happen in a certain way regardless, but the universe is working and conspiring with us for things to play out the way we're calling it in, so to speak. Even if it is something that's involving like fate, it's going to happen regardless. We still have free will. So let's say, for example, you're going through something deep and dark, and you probably were supposed to go through that, but it wasn't supposed to be that difficult. It wasn't supposed to be that hard, or you had spirit send somebody over um, to help you and they were or to be in your space in order to be that support system for you or whatever the case may be. And it was I feel like with you guys it's something that's like it's a even like you're not somebody who just takes from people. You provide. Your light alone is a provider, but they may turn on you. Comes out of nowhere, the energy shifts. It's just a weird vibe. You don't know where it's coming from. It doesn't necessarily mean that you called it in. It doesn't necessarily mean that you did something wrong. This isn't to say don't take accountability for your actions, but it's more about people have free will. Like that's part of this prison planet that we're on. People do have free will here. So when it comes to that free will, even you do. When you make a certain change, the universe has to kind of shift things in order for to kind of almost update. How do I word this? And I don't know why I'm having such a hard time wording this. Like the throat chakra could be significant, but the throat chakra blockage, because I was coughing two colors of blue, but it's more like you you're witnessing a lot of shifts and changes, and spirit doesn't want you to blame yourself for all the bad that has happened. It wasn't supposed to be this heavy, and that is because of people's free will. That is because of free will. So what spirit does is they make lemonade with lemons in a sense. So if it's something that's extra challenging for you, yeah, they're gonna make sure you learn a lesson through this, but they're also like gonna make things shake and shift so that that justice can come in. And I feel like with you guys, there was something that you were supposed to be like you once you stepped out of a certain stage of healing, you were supposed to kind of like take some type of action in order to shoot forward. And this successor of this goal was supposed to be part of the karma, but then a blockage was thrown your way again. So spirit had to redirect, and that's kind of the space that you're in right now. You're in a space of where spirit is redirecting you. It's more like you're kind of in like, and I feel like I said this last live for someone, or maybe this was someone's personal reading, but you're in a waiting room. Essentially, you're kind of like in a waiting room, and this isn't like spirit understands your frustration, but they still want you to take this moment, this opportunity to show gratitude that you have the opportunity to practice patience, which is very I know, but that's what I'm getting from this. It's also like an energy of transmuting fear. This could have to do with like love for some people. Someone trying to throw negative energy my way, as always. I bet you I have more people hovering on the outside of this reading than actually inside the live right now. A lot of times over the years when I tried to go live, I ended up with like breakouts, a cold sore, like randomly out of nowhere, get sick. Um, this happened so much, I got tired of it. Phone started acting up, internet connection would get really weird. That could be significant for you too, like just a lot of blockages being thrown your way. And your spirit wants one of your goals to be to get past that and no longer letting it affect you, to not care anymore. Um, so even though you're in this space of waiting for things to kind of shift in your favor, know that spirit is there helping helping her shit shape. But you also need to take action and know how to balance between taking action and resting and letting spirit take it from there. Like you can take action without taking full control, because you don't have 100% full control. Because if you're following God, you know God has all control. But it feels like spirit wants you to take control of what it is you can, and even in those moments, taking control can sometimes mean releasing and surrendering. Um, I feel like for some of you guys were in a space where you wanted to be vengeful. That's not yours though. That's God's. But it feels like you fought that. Like I don't feel like you actually energy shifting. Hold on. Energy shifting. Let me see something. Because I'm picking up on that. Like, yep. Okay. Spirit's clearing way for you. A lot of stuff's gonna be revealed to you. You're like, oh my god, that's crazy. Like you know how a lot is going on in the public right now, where a lot is being revealed in the public eye, in the media, whatever the case is. Yeah, you're gonna be experiencing that in your life too. You know what I mean? A lot of things that happen on a macro level happens on a micro level as well, because as above, so below. So, which definitely get acquainted with your charts and everything. I would recommend, if you want to have a better understanding of what's going on around you and why certain energies could affect you the way it does, because a lot of this is not you. Um, some of it is. Stacey Dash could be significant. I don't know why I saw Stacey Dash just now, like on the screen when I looked up. It wasn't me. I saw her. I don't know why, but she could be significant. Maybe Clueless could be significant. Um, ASAP Rocky could be significant. Let's see. Thank you for liking the live, you guys. I really appreciate that, because they blocking me, okay? They are blocking me. They have been for years, but every time I'm about to hit a certain like even if I'm about to hit 1,000 views on a video, which is crazy because I used to get well over that before. Um, all of a sudden my videos go, like I had one of my videos was like 8 views for like a few days. So I appreciate you guys supporting. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. Yeah, try to play with me like I was like, girl, I won't even go on anymore. I'll just go ahead and do my personals and call it a day. My subscribed readers who get through their monthly subscriptions get the readings from me. I've usually focused on that anyway, but I really wanted to. I have a little bit more time now to be able to come on and kind of check in with you guys. And since the last time I used to go live, I've accumulated a lot of decks. I think I have 126. I have to double check. I might have more than that actually. I did just get another one. This deck, it's very slippery. Let's get in a little bit into the energies lingering in your field, your energetic field that feels heavy, that's not yours. After that, I don't want to stay in that energy. After that, we're gonna move on. Okay. But let's see, because I felt some energy, I felt a frenemy's energy kick in, and this doesn't even have to be like an actual frenemy. Like this could be like your cousin. Like this could be just like a hater in your spirit. Your spirit. That's weird. Um, they have a hater spirit, but this could be a hater in your orbit rather. That's somebody that's supposed to be close to you. You gonna see some. You gonna witness something. Spirit's like, I'm gonna show you. You don't know who this is. I'm gonna show you who it is. I don't feel like it's something where you have to worry. Like I feel like someone's stomach just dropped in a way. It's not something you have to worry about. It's something that I feel like you're gonna be able to sit back and watch. Don't let it affect you because there's no reason for it to affect you. Someone, I'm hearing sick, sicko. Maybe somebody called someone that during an argument, but I feel like someone tried to create an illusion around this connection. And again, please take it as it resonates because this could be romantic, this could be platonic, this could be, um, relatives, this could be work related. Just take it as it resonates. But I feel like um, someone tried to create an illusion around this like connection in a way. Can you see? I fucking can't. I'm sorry. Um, they wanted, and I feel like for some of you guys, this is someone that was like that came back around. Second chance. This could have been someone that came back around, or this could have been someone that is wanting a second chance now. So if this is someone that came back around, for some of you guys, this would be the third chance. Like they want, like you already gave them a second chance. Now it's weird, or like the energy's off, or they did something wrong, and now they may be feeling you pulling back, and they want a third chance. Just take it as it resonates, depending upon where you are in this. Don't force it, but it does feel heavy like that. Also, all right, I'm picking up on a bar. Someone could live in the South. Like it feels like country, like real country, like Texas or something. I don't know. I've never been to Texas. Um, I'm from the north, okay, but it doesn't feel like Georgia either because I'm familiar with Georgia. I used to live in South Carolina. I'm familiar. It's not like that vibe. It feels like real country. Like I'm like barn. Like I mean, not that that stuff isn't anywhere. I mean, we have that stuff in Jersey, but I'm saying like you feel like Western. You're from Texas, okay? I'm picking up on that heavy like Texas because I'm seeing a bar and it looks like a Western type of bar. It doesn't. It feels like the vibe of the bar is like old school Western, but like the people there that's modern. Like it looks like it's a vibe actually. I'm gonna go, but something about that place is significant. I need to go to Texas. You're from Texas too? Hi Texas. I want to go to Texas. I'm gonna go to Houston. How is it over there? We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later. Um, Hi. Hey, yo, pH balance. Your name be killing me when I see you on notifications. I don't know your intent with it, but I don't know why, but it just be killing me. Phyllis. Oh, that's you, Phyllis? I can't see. I don't have my I ain't got my damn glasses on. So if you see me squinting, that's because I can't see. It's hot. I know. I bet it is. I bet it is. I hope you're doing well, Phyllis. I bet it is hot. I want to go though. I need to get that out the way. I want to go get. I used to have a grill from Johnny Dang and Co. And I always, but I did it like I did it in my business. Oh, okay, gotcha. That's cool. That's actually very clever. Um, yeah, but I got a grill from Johnny Dang and Co. But I did it like they shipped the mold and everything, and I shipped it back to them. But I told myself I would fly out there and go ahead and do it, and I never did. Hello, I'm doing well. How you doing? How you guys doing? Let me stop getting distracted. I mean, I like talking to y'all though, but my day is going well so far. I'm a little hot, but my day is going well. Thank you for asking. Hope you guys are doing well too. But yeah, so when it comes to this person that's like, or this energy, whatever this is, like I said, it could be an opportunity, like coming back around. It could be a person. It could be a relative. It could be, like but I felt like the energy feels frenemy like. It feels very like they're dealing with an internal conflict when it comes to you. It's not your problem, but they're dealing with an internal conflict within themselves. So when them they come I said when them come around, somebody somebody could be Caribbean. I mean, not that they say them, they say it's more like them, but like it's somebody could be Caribbean. I am like very small percent Caribbean, so don't go based off me. um, but something about when they come around again, it's like, or them coming around, or this opportunity coming back around, it feels very like you feel hesitant because they're very back and forth, or the energy feels very back and forth. I don't feel like it's necessarily because you can't make a decision. It just feels like you're picking up on some type of weirdness from it. And if you wait long enough, you'll be able to witness some type of breaking point or another tower, because a confession will come in. Like, they're working from a space of pain. um Wonderful conversation, thank you. They're working through some type of pain, or we're working from some type of pain. I don't think that they realized how conflicted they were until they like came back around in your orbit again, or they started to kind of like tap into you. I keep hearing that song. I'm gonna try to find it and then post it after this live, like the sound, and then you guys could just go back on my page and I'm like, this is the sound I was talking about from the live. I'll more than likely post this entire live on my YouTube, by the way. So if you missed the beginning part of it, or if you miss any part of it, it'll be posted on my YouTube. As long as TikTok be nice. But someone could be trying to offer you something and they're not very sure if they want to offer it to you. They may feel like you could take something from them. Or that yeah, fuck you. Sorry. They could be feeling like you could take something from them, take an opportunity from them, take a person from them, take some attention away from something else. Someone works. First of all, I'm hearing Nordisk. I think that's the Thank you for the follow. I think that's the Nord. Is that a brand? I don't know. Take that as it resonates. How can I talk to my ancestors? Where are your ancestors from? I can't see. Ooh, I can go into it there. You know where your ancestors are from? I can't see you. I gotta answer that question according to the cultural background. Okay, so what I would recommend connecting with your ancestors, if you know where your ancestors are from, I always like to say start there culturally. Um, if it's more like just kind of connecting with ancestors that you are aware of, that passed on, that you know, that you met, or that you have family photos of, I always say start with a little altar for them. Nice little simple white candle, a photo of them if you'd like. You could write a petition, like a letter to them, keep it on the altar, and then a little offering of usually like tobacco or coffee or tea or some type of liquor or candy helps if they like that was something that they liked. And I would just go talk to it. Start there, start simple. Go ahead and just talk to the altar. Just sit there and meditate by it and see what comes to you. And take notes of everything. Nordstrom could be significant, yes. Nordstrom could be significant. Um, I think it's Nordisk though. Um, Let me see. I'm actually gonna look this up because it's gonna bother me, and I want to know what that. If it is Nordisk, I want to know what that brand or what that is pertaining to, so I can tell you guys and see how that resonates. Because I don't. I feel like I know what that is. Come on. Nordstrom popped up as soon as I typed NORD, so Nordstrom could very well be significant. Nordisk, that's real. What is it? Nordisk, about helping to defeat diabetes disorders related to obesity. So it's a pharmaceutical company. Okay, so pharmaceuticals could be significant. Girl, if you want to book a personal, you want to tap into that, you could go ahead and check out shopsatique.com. We doing a collective here. But something about pharmaceuticals could very well be significant. A pharmaceutical company. Oh, I'm sorry if I misgendered you, by the way. I just say girl to everybody. um, Why is so? It's interesting. Also, under people may ask. It says, "Is Novo Nordisk the same as Ozempic?" Oh, wow. They create, okay, so I guess they're the ones who create Ozempic. Don't quote me on that, but that's what it looks like. So something about that could be very significant. Something about like weight, health. But anyway, let's see. Conflicted. I don't feel like picking that up. Conflicted is on the floor. Thank you so much, Phyllis. Conflicted is on the floor, and conflict is right now. I gotta pick it up. Hold on. I didn't even know these two were in there together. So for conflicted, it says decisions, hot and cold, multiple choice. Yeah, that hot and cold energy. I feel fucking hot right now. Clashing differences in incompatibility for conflict. Confirmation, but resistance. Okay, so you both, whether again, if this is a person, place, thing, idea, opportunity, between your energy and whatever the energy of this conflicting energy almost it feels conflicting because it's forced. That's why. Now, like I said, a lot of this could be you could be feeling this energy too. Like you can feel conflicted by this. Of course, I would be conflicted by this too. Just because it's a weird energy coming through, like you're very like you're unsure because you feel an uncertainty from them. That's what this is coming from. That's where this is coming from. And I feel like that resistance they're creating, they're forcing it, knowing that they are very much so aware that there's a resistance here. So let's say even if this wasn't like an opportunity, right, like for a job or something, they're very aware that there's some type of resistance here. There could have been resistance in terms of like HR through hiring, the hiring process. I'm sorry, I'm like hovering about the comments. Whatever the case may be, there's significance behind transitioning to like if you decided to transition into something else away from this the first time, because I really feel like again this is coming back around, even if this is like a new something, but it's coming back in a, like the same like different form but the same situation. You taking a step back from this and kind of evaluating the situation and going in a different direction is what caused this tension to rise. And I feel like when you walked away from this in the past or whatever the case is, when you made the decision to choose yourself, that Queen of Swords energy we saw earlier, that they held on to that. Your boundary line, they held on to that and it festered. And I feel like they see the value in you, so they come back around for that reason. And I honestly, I can't lie, like for some of you, like this they it feels like they want, like they're trying to be genuine, but that doesn't mean just because someone is being genuine or trying to be genuine does not mean that the actions itself is genuine. You know what I mean? Like they're operating from a space of what's genuine to them. And I feel like that's why they're conflicted. They're in an in between state because they moved too quickly and they moved too soon, and it makes them uncomfortable that you seem a little bit reserved or standing firm on your. I hate that, bro. Trigger warning, Diddy. I hate that this quote is coming up. Has been coming up for the last couple of days for me, and it comes from him. Trigger warning. But he says, like he said, I don't know, and this depends on if you've been following it or not. But he said to one of his alleged victims, "You need to get on your job." And that's something about you need to get on your job. I like he said something like, "I got on my job. You need to get on yours. You got me on my job. You need to get on yours." Something about that energy, like not him, but something about that energy of like that expectation is significant. I feel like again for someone this could have to have done with work, and then with others it's like the frenemy energy, whether it's like a fake friend, a fake family member, whatever the case is. I feel like you guys were trying to hold each other accountable for something as well. This could be happening right now, which is causing some type of resistance. And the accountability part coming from your end is really you setting a boundary line. Like, no, I'm not gonna do it. It's not gonna play this way. It's gonna play that way. Oh, good morning, Jamisha. Are you my Jamisha? My subscriber, Jamisha? Hello, welcome, welcome. But it's something about that. Hi. Hello, hello. But yeah, something about that is significant. I'm so sorry I had to use that, but I feel better now that I said it out loud. Something about, I just got a notification about hosting a party. I'm spot on. Something about hosting a party or an event could have been significant, or an event itself could have been significant. Maybe you went and, thank you so much. Maybe you went and like began to, what is that little two heart? What's that little heart up top mean with the two? Can y'all see that next to my name? What does that mean? Just let me know, because I don't. I'm part of the fan club. What's the fan club? Hi, it's been so long since I've seen you online. Hi, Tammy. Oh my God, everyone's here. Tammy, can I make you a moderator? Let me know. I didn't know that these, like, I see y'all's names all the time. I don't even know who anyone is. I'm so sorry. What's this mean? What's this? On, thank you so much for the gift. Y'all help me out. Y'all are doing so much and I'm so grateful, but I don't know what any of this means. Okay, thank you, Tammy. I appreciate it. Um, just if you see anything weird, just how you, oh, can I not do it? I am such an auntie right now. I haven't, like, TikTok has changed a lot since um TikTok has changed a lot since I was like going on live consistently. Why is it only giving me options to block you and mute you? That's stupid. I'm just gonna go right here and just ignore that. I don't know what that heart means. I just be clicking on it. I'm screaming. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Right, it is rude. I don't understand. I don't know what none of that means. Don't ask me. Anyway, we back to the cards. Let's get into what's the purpose of all this? Why do we need to know this anyway? Like, what's the end goal? What's the advice from Spirit for this one? I want to move on to something else. Why are my cards mixed up? I hate when that happens. All right, let's see. Justice. I need to hear that sound. Let me see. I'm gonna try to go on TikTok. I never put TikTok on my iPad because I want my iPad to be for me. They put this filter on me, by the way. Like, can I get away from the filter? No, they put a filter on me. There's definitely a filter on me because my eyes are not this bright underneath. I definitely got dark circles, but but the glow is real. Okay, the glow, that dewy look, that's perspiration. Let me stop. Let me see if I could play the sound for you guys, because if you're seeing a lot of videos with this sound, the idea of putting TikTok on my iPad is triggering me. I really don't be wanting TikTok on my app on my devices. I like. What's it doing? Oh my God. Oh my God. What profile? I'm so sorry, y'all. They got me. No, there's like notifications popping up everywhere. Oh, I'm on my TikTok. Can I go on live while I'm on live? Someone joined your live. This is so cool. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me stop playing so I can give y'all read it. Wait. No, I don't want to select. I don't want to share any of my contacts. I don't want any. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get out of everything. I don't think I can go on my live, but I'll just make a video later. I'm wasting too much time. I need y'all to hear this sound because it's bothering me, and it's like it's coming from it's one of those dystopian sounds. I don't know why that sound is coming up, but maybe if you're seeing videos with that sound, pay attention to it. Like, just pay attention to what it could be. But I feel like, again, you were feeling lately. You've been feeling like you've been in like your own form of a dystopian energy. Like, things have just been really weird. Like, sometimes things are like great, and sometimes things are real bad, and you just like, oh, I don't know which way. What am I supposed to be doing? Am I supposed to be grateful? Am I supposed to be this? Am I supposed to be that? Like, I don't know which way to turn, which way to go. Um, thank you so much, Phyllis. Thank you, yes, thank you guys so much. Thank you for the shares and likes. I appreciate y'all. Let's see. Judgment. I feel like Spirit just wants you to be very patient at this time, because that breadcrumbing energy you've been receiving, you could be in a space where you're just kind of like, you're just tired. Like, you're just tired of the ups and downs. You're probably tired of seeing readings. You're tired of having to look for confirmations and things. You're tired of things coming in and things are going really well, and all of a sudden it's like it's yanked from you or something. Like it just feels like you're tired of like weirdness. But I almost feel like I said, you were supposed to go through a lot of stages in order to kind of like break you in a way, divinely. So that you were able to only have like you had no choice but to trust in like faith and trust in yourself and kind of build yourself from the ground up. But like I said, I don't feel like it was supposed to go this far. Like I don't feel like it was supposed to be this. This was your light. This was your energy. This was the things that you had that triggered other people. And let me tell you something right now. Today, especially, people are extra triggered right now, which obviously you see it online, but that's only a reflection of a small reflection of how people are internally feeling. Now it doesn't mean this is online. People are online comments. That's different from how people, the real world. But those people who are in the comments, I'm just using that as an example because we're online right now. Those people who are in the comments who are rage baiting and things like that, they they're working from a obviously a low vibrational space of like a trigger. Um, Spirit doesn't want you to get caught up in it. And trust me, like I've gotten caught up in that too, because I have no problem cursing somebody out. I don't like to do it all the time, but I have no problem cursing somebody out just because people be dumb. But Spirit doesn't want you to focus on that. Spirit doesn't want you to focus on any type of limitations, any type of limiting beliefs as you're transitioning out of this energy. A lot of what you've been feeling, like I said, was coming from someone else. This back and forth energy, this feeling like you don't know where you belong or where you're supposed to be, feeling like you're always having to transition to something else once you're finally settled in. Kind of like constantly having to climb a ladder. There's this time coming in right now. Virgo energy could be significant, but there's a time coming in right now where things are going to be shifting for you for the better. You have been seeing signs for it. Do not be discouraged because you're seeing the signs and you thought it was coming in before and it didn't. Know that you're not crazy, that your feelings are valid. Something did come in and block it. This does not mean that you're not protected. This just means that spirit allowed the block to happen because they feel like, okay, well, we could add a little bit more training, but I'm about to come for you next. So that's why I feel like you're in a space of like this is where this justice is coming in, but you're in a waiting room because this breadcrumbing energy of you having to like give, almost like you have to pay your way to exist. Like that's not how this is supposed to go. It's not how this is supposed to be. Not at all. Which has put you on a sense of defense in a way when it comes to things like even blessings that have come to you. Like some of you guys, I'm just gonna be real with you. Some of you guys may have missed out on opportunities being a little bit too defensive or a little bit too like standoffish because of everything you went through. That's something that spirit wants to kind of avenge you, like avenge that for you. Am I using that right? Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Um, okay, I heard Jersey Club. Someone from Jersey. Someone could be in here from Jersey. Someone also came in. Not to call you out. Someone also came in here with 333 in their name, and I meant to mention that before when I got distracted. 333 was that significant energy of like making sure you're taking that action as well. Like I said, I feel like you guys took action and did the steps you needed to heal to a certain level to receive this blessing, and it's just been on like almost like a hold on an account. That actually could be significant too. Like you could have a hold on your account, or there could be some type of money on hold that's supposed to be coming towards you. You have defensive as fuck sometimes. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I definitely get it. Um, you on it, Phyllis. You on it. Y'all all on it. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. I don't have to pay attention to the comments too much, except just read from y'all. Um, but I just feel like right now, Spirit wants you to kind of flow with things the way, just kind of flow with it. Like, even though things are kind of being like a little bit shifty, a little bit weird, other people around you being shifty and weird, please know that there's an exposure happening. You're going to witness it, you're going to see it. Especially if you have heavy Libra energy in your charts, especially if you have heavy Aries, I'm seeing too. Okay? Let's check into a new energy. What the heck is AI Live? No, no, thank you, TikTok. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you, though. Let's see. Thank you so much for the follow, guys. I appreciate you. And like I said before, if you missed a part of this live, because I've been live, I don't know how long I've been live. I've been live for a little bit. I'm going to post the entire live on YouTube. So my YouTube is yes. Is my actually I went back to, let me make sure it's in my bio. It is. You just have to copy and paste the link tree. I don't have it as like a click link because my account is no longer a business account because I wanted to be able to use music. I was tired of it. I want to be able to use trendy music and have fun. They limit you so much on a business account. So I decided to enter the creator fund because I've never been on the creator fund. I know people probably assumed I was in the creator fund. I was never on the creator fund until like maybe a month or two ago. That I just kind of joined it for funsy onesies. So I look first. Let's see. Justice is here again. I see it peeking. Let's bring it out. This Two of Cups is significant too. I've been seeing that peek at as I've been shuffling as well. Oh, okay. Okay. This could be some form of harmony is coming towards you. And it's a form of justice. So they don't want you to, they want you to be able to, you might be in isolation right now so that your intuition can sharpen a bit or resharpen from this energy you've been dealing with because you've been so busy having to battle and fight. It's almost like you kind of like had to focus. Like, remember we talked about tunnel vision earlier? Kind of like you had to redirect your focus on one thing. So you couldn't really focus too much on like your actual building your spiritual, I'm hearing spiritual prowess. But like building up your spiritual gifts, being able to practice and hone in on it and give it attention and work with like your altar and things like there's certain things I feel like you were working spiritually but you were working in a survival mode, like you weren't able to kind of fill your well in a sense when it comes to your spiritual practices and your intuition, and now you're being redirected back to that within this isolation. That's so that you're able to tell when these blessings or when this energy of harmony and justice comes in, you're able to see it for what it is and not be in that defensive space where you push back and you're missing out on the opportunity. Essentially, that's something that anxious could be significant. I just wanted to tap my fan on the desk. Someone could have a short attention span. Maybe I'm not getting the words out fast enough for you. I'm just fixing my deck because I want to. Things will be revealed. I just keep hearing that. Ace of Swords, that's clarity. Know that what's being revealed to you is supposed to be revealed to you. And know that you have a choice to let it, you have a choice on how it affects you too. You do have a choice. Spirit is divinely giving you that blessing of a choice every time on how it affects you. It's your choice. This doesn't mean compartmentalize. This doesn't mean dissociate. But this means let it pass through you and let it flow through you and then let it go. Again, I really don't feel like for many people it's gonna be like something that's gonna hurt you. I feel like it's gonna be like, damn. But it's gonna make a lot of things clear. It's gonna reveal a lot. Clock it. Clog it. It's gonna reveal a lot. It's gonna make a lot of things make sense. For some of you guys, this is actually pertaining to family. Could be a family secret coming out, which is crazy. Grand Rising, welcome Jessica. Oh, thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. If you guys, if you want, you don't have to answer this, but I just wanted to know where you guys are from, where everyone's from here. Also, I just need to clarify, and this is no shade to my divine masculines. We're not talking about y'all. But last time I went live, I had 333 people in here, and 53 or 54%. No, I think it was 56%. No. It was 50 something percent. It was over 50% was male. And I'm assuming cis male. I'm gonna need for y'all to never let that happen again. Okay? We need to bring some type of balance. Okay? I'm gonna need for y'all to never let that happen again. Cis male. I'm assuming, because I've never had that many men watch my live before. Never let that happen again, y'all. Please. I'm gonna need the LGBTQ community. I mean, my ladies to come up and divine masculines, because I felt that energy was a weird, and the comments were weird too. But it was interesting because from my end, I only saw like 4 people on the live. Like it doesn't update for me that much. So let me see where y'all from. DMV, Baltimore, Washington. Oh my god, it's so cool. Ohio, New York. Period, New York. Aries woman, you're Aries woman. I was just talking about Aries too. Yes. I'm sorry. I'm shaking the thing. Ah. Oops. Can I go on my live on my account? I wonder, like on my other things, so I don't knock my shit over. Chicago, yes, Chicago. That's so cool. Houston. Oh yeah, we have a few people in Texas in here. That's very interesting because I always get like Chicago. I get Chicago, Texas. Those are the two I typically get. Chicago, I've always had like followers from Chicago, even like on my personal pages. Like, always been like a heavy Chicago following. I think I told you guys that before. I don't know what that's about. I've never been to these places, by the way. But thank you guys for sharing. Let me see. Let's check in on something else. Someone may need to sage or do some type of sacral smoke cleansing too. Um, don't let people take advantage of you or try to demand things out of you because they feel like that just came in randomly, like just because they feel entitled to it because maybe they know you or something like that. Like something about that is significant. Lay that line down real thick so they know. Don't cross this line ever again. Um, thank you. Hello. I know I haven't been on a lot. I was just talking about how every time I was about to go on, I was getting attacked. Like it got to the point where I was like, damn, I don't think I should even announce that I'm going live. So I was getting attacked. Like I remember I was about to go live. I went and privately messaged a couple people. And then thank you so much for the follow. And then I didn't go live, and I think a couple of those people are mad at me for it. But like I couldn't because I ended up getting sick. Like right after I started to feel this craziness, and I had to lay down. This is something that kept happening to me. And I just got tired of it. On top of that, and me being blocked on here, TikTok is algorithm blocking me. I just got kind of tired of it. But I realized that y'all are here, so like that's what matters most. I need to not think about it on that scale and just kind of be here. And now I have the time to too, because I was working in corporate America in HR, so I was tired. Okay, fucking HR. Anyway, yeah, exactly, exactly. Devil energy. Now, New Orleans can be significant. Essence Fest could be significant. New Orleans. I don't know when Essence Fest is, but I think it happened already or it just recently happened. But that could be significant. But New Orleans as a whole, you're entering a space, like I said, of taking some type of. Coffee could be significant. I just tasted good coffee. But you're entering a space of opportunity and instability. You're entering a space of more softness, but you're balancing out your masculine. Like sometimes when I see the King of Cups, I think of how, like for me, excuse me, confirmation bird. That was probably so clear on the mic. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. But you do accounting and HR, yeah, exactly. It's and HR, so don't get me started. Anyway, I was a hiring manager and recruiter. You didn't hear the burp? Well, damn, this is a good mic. Let me see what mic is this. I'm gonna have to put this on. I'm gonna have to give them a good review. But anyway, when I see the King of Cups, I think of like a a balanced masculine and feminine energy, like a masculine who's like in touch with his feminine, or vice versa. But more so like in the masculine state, just like a soft, like almost like a soft arrow for a masculine, but not on some, not on some. You brewing coffee right now? Let me get some, Sarita. Let me get some. What type of creamer are you putting in that coffee? Is it black? Because I like creamer in mine. Not like, and I'm not talking like that. Like, oh my god, why won't you take me on a date? Type of dude asking, like, making a, men who are expecting women to do the masculine work. I'm not talking about that type of energy. I'm talking more about like them, like on a healthy level. This is the energy I feel like you're stepping into, and or you could be the masculine energy, like you could be a man rather, resonate with masculine energy more, and you're stepping into this space. But either way, it's a space of taking action while also being in a space of peace. It's a space of taking action while also being in the space of rest. It's a space of being the student while also being the teacher. That's the energy that I'm picking up here. You're taking a chance on, so the reason why I said the action I'm taking that action-based energy. That's where this King of Wands comes in as well. And I feel like you're taking action on, you saw that? You saw how the filter went away? Where'd it go? Mm. Um, and you're taking a leap of faith. There's a lot of energy of faith here. Like I said before, you were in a space where spirit had to kind of break you a little bit so that you had no choice but to trust faith, because you might have been saying, I trust you, God, or I trust this, or I trust that, but then you were also in a space of, why is this happening, or why is this happening, and da, 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 da. Like, which was valid, but it just meant that you weren't ready yet. And then when it came around, when you did show signs of being ready, because you were, although in this space, you still had faith and tried to take action, even though you'd be like, man, F this, I'm not da 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 da. And then we would sit there and like, okay, let me try to figure this out. That was being watched by spirit. The divine took note of that. The divine was appreciative of that. The divine applauded you for that. And that's when the reward was about to come in, until, like I said, that blockage came in and almost snatched it away. But it wasn't snatching it away forever. It was putting it on hold. It was preserving it a little bit longer. It said, okay, it's not time yet, because we gotta have to take care of this, and that first. And while we're taking care of this, and that, I'm gonna need you to work on this too. And now you're in a space of taking that action without fear, without expectation, without worry. You just know that at the end of the day, you have a divine pull towards something, and you are just going to follow that and see what happens from there. Because what do you have to lose when you're following God? You know what I mean? So, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I didn't put this filter on. It just has it here. I don't know why, but kind of makes my eyes a little bit lighter underneath. But that's what I'm picking up here. Hold on, I forgot. Let me see if I can go on my live, and hopefully don't kick me out. If it does, I'm gonna just restart the live again. It's not showing that I'm live on my end. I need a burner account. Let me see. Yeah, because it's not showing that I'm live. Boo, boo, Wendy. Boo. Oh well. Thank you for the follow. Let's see what this okay, so you're in a space of like receiving. Yeah, that's what I feel like. That's what it feels like. Like you're like this is like the steps that you took. Like this is like the levels of it here. I'd be so irritated when people be like, look at the card, and they be shoving it in your face like, bitch, you don't just fucking tell me what the message means. I'm sorry. But I don't want to be that person. That's what I'm saying. But for real though, 40p FYP number 207 council meeting. Oh, nice. That's perfect. Thank God, because TikTok be trying to play with me. Like, most of the videos that I ever did really well are muted. They far down. I don't even pen the videos that have like the most views. I have like one video that's like 1.5 or 1.6 million. 1.6. That's like my probably most viewed, but the other ones I have more views on. I just don't even, why? What's the point? One of my videos right now is going around, which is so random. It's so random. Um, from years ago, it has way more views than one of my other videos posts that are pinned, and I didn't even know it. And the only reason why I know now is because Polo G liked, or he favorited it. And at first I was like, Polo G, why does that sound familiar? I don't know names and stuff. I just be listening and stuff. And then I looked, and I was like, oh, that's Polo G. So then I saw, when I would look, I said, why is that popping up on his FYP? Like, why would that be popping up? What he be doing? But then I looked and I said, oh, this got a lot of views. It picked up recently. Like, it keeps fluctuating my views. It's so annoying. I just want to be able to get to my followers. Like, I don't necessarily need to be able to gain new followers at this point. I've been at 38.6 for how long? Every time I'm about to raise it up, every time I raise it up, it drops back down again. I just want to be able to reach you guys, and so many of you guys tell me you guys are not seeing me. It was very frustrating. That's why I try to post on Instagram that I'm going live, so you guys are aware. But what are some signs that I will see that means my intuition is right? Usually, it's a feel. A lot of times, it's a feeling. A lot of times, it's based on the synchronicities you see. It does take you having to connect with source, connect with yourself, and kind of almost like develop a I like to see it as this, like an easy way, like 'cause I like to structure. If I want to give you like real like directions in a way, one way you can do it that's on an easier tip is just having like starting to build a dialogue with the universe, with the most high, with source, with yourself. And then when you're doing that and you consistently do that, you start to pick up on little patterns and signs that resonate with you. Hold on to that. It's there for a reason. So then by the time you're out like in the real world, you're, you know, not looking for the signs, but the signs come to you. You can notate, okay, this happened in this moment. I felt this way. You know, this topic was being spoke of when this happened. So this means this. When you're able to kind of like pick up on those signs, take note of what's happening around you, literally take note of it, you're able to decipher and kind of put together, not my life will end in fast, bitch. What? Sorry, hold on, y'all. It's the puzzle thing. When you're able to differentiate those signs and take note of it, you're able to see a pattern. And the pattern is literally like a language, like it's like a message being sent to you. That's when you're able to pick up on your intuition and decipher what it means. Like you're able to kind of not pick up on it. You're able to strengthen your intuition and your connection to source, and then you're able to decipher it as well. So you're able to tell what's real and what's not. That's the best way, in my opinion, on how to do it. The easiest way, because you're able to kind of take a physical action too. You're writing stuff down. You're connecting with source. You're connecting with yourself, but you're doing it in a way where it's kind of like an all-in-one. I just think that's the easiest way. That's what I tell my students. You may see in tens everywhere in 11s. Pay attention to those. Look up those meanings, and then even when you look up the meanings of these like angel numbers and these number synchronicities, continue to look up the meaning. Continue to look it up, even if you know what the meaning is, because there's so many different meanings that pertain to that one. It can mean one thing for you one. It can mean one meaning one day, and then it'll be the other meaning another day. You need to pay attention more so to when it happens, why it's happening, and then pick up on that message from there, because spirit, a lot of times they repeat the message until you see it and you get it, and then it's going to come in a little stronger and a little stronger and a little stronger if you're open and paying attention to it. So let's see, let's go into what you guys want me to go into next. Do you want to? Of course, not a problem at all. I appreciate you guys being here. What do you guys want me to get into? I could just pull on it and see if we're going to get into love, money. I don't know what you guys want to get into specifically. Let me know while I organize these chords. No, I haven't done love yet, to be honest. I actually haven't. If that's something you guys want me to do, I have my cards ready to. I have my love cards ready to go. Yeah, let's see. I'll shuffle and see what comes out. It might actually end up being love. There's one that's flipped in here. The Magician. Yeah, that's the best way to go about it. Although I am feeling energies of love. It feels like it's more than that too. I'm gonna have to take another shower. This is trash. It's so hot in here. Alright, let's see. Some of y'all want to do love, is some of y'all want to talk about some type of karmic energy around you, like some type of shifty energy around you. Maybe that deceptive energy from before. This feels so good. Technically, fanning yourself makes you hotter, but in the moment, it'd be feeling right. Something about that could be significant. Instant gratification. Let's see. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Pentacles. Last time this card came out, it actually came out with the love card, the Lover's card, or Two of Cups rather. Justice. Something that was put to rest is you're getting. I just heard revenge. Could be ancestral revenge. They could be telling you to rest while this comes in. Now, what's this Justice? Confirmation, bird. Stability. Celebration. Of what? Necessarily an offer. We said that before, but the Knight of Cups is also like a date, almost like a date offer too. It could be that. Judgment. Ace of Wands. you're getting something coming to you that another. I heard you had no right. You had no right. Like I heard you had no part in this. You had no right. Like it's like a finger wagging, like a a jab. Like you had no right. It's like that. That's what it is. This feels ancestral though, and it feels like again something. God, a lot was taken from you. You had to really make do with what you had every single time, and then when you did, it was taken from you then too. Shameless could be significant. The show Shameless, but this is in different areas of your life. So, like I said, if this is having to do with love, I think I am gonna touch love because I think it's already easing into that. Like this all is connected. Um, yeah, this could have to do with the King of Pentacles. You could be the Empress, vice versa. I feel like you're the Empress though. Even if you're a masculine, even if you're a man, you could be just. It just means a space of receiving. Like you earned your stripes. But I feel like it's also having to do for some of you guys is having to do with some type of monetary gain. I'm picking up on like someone who's like really like they really thought that if they had a certain amount of money or a certain type of clout or status that they like that was enough. Like they just had like a get out of jail free card to life. Like that it feels very much so like that. They got away with a lot. Something about that is significant. Someone could have all right, if we're gonna go into past love, we're gonna go into it and we moving on, we're going into new love. Okay? We're not dwelling on the past. That okay? But what I do see here, and especially for some of you guys who could be like separated, like maybe you guys are like married and separated or engaged, and um, someone is starting to see that the grass is not greener on the other side. It took a long time for them to see it because they were so stubborn, and you know how this person is. You know how stubborn they are. Please know that that resistance, that resistance, that spirit. Well, I didn't like the fact that I covered my one eye like on some Illuminati shit. I didn't like that. So let's do that again. Yeah, the resistance that you were feeling, spirit feels it too. Like the resistance that I ain't like that. Right, you want new love, right? Yeah, I ain't like that, Tammy. That was weird. But that resistance that you're feeling, this like spirit feels it too. Like they get annoyed with that person's stubbornness too. It's not just you. Like I heard just like, ooh, like I feel like this person is starting to kind of see this about themselves and notice, like, you know what, maybe I am a little bit on the stubborn side. Maybe I am kind of setting myself up for failure, self sabotaging, because I acted as if this wasn't good enough for me. I acted as if this person would stay around, or this opportunity would stay around, or this person would stay around, and I could just do what I want. This could have been someone who was like, maybe they're like considered to be like very attractive. Maybe they like, conventionally attractive. Is that the term? Um, Maybe you're the one that's considered very attractive, and that's why they acted this way. Like there's some type of insecurity. Honey hot wings. That's significant. That's very greedy of y'all. Because why are y'all sending that? But honey hot wings could be significant. Maybe you went out for that. Went out for honey hot wings with this person. Just real big back, but okay. Matter of fact, I might give me some honey hot. So honey hot wings today. You know what happens a lot? I'll like taste one of like I get like I'm blanking on the term, clear something, but I can taste uh certain things and smell certain things like during when I get downloads, and sometimes one of those things will just stick with me the whole day. I'm like, bro, I wasn't even thinking about this. This is not a part of my Tony Fine Fit meal plan, but now I have to go out and go get me a big back sandwich with extra big back and sauce, and satisfy that craving because your ass didn't go and do it yourself. So when I gain more weight, I'm blaming all of y'all. Let me stop. Extra big backery sauce, like, ugh. And only if y'all knew what I lived around. I'd be fighting for my life every day. I have to work out to Tony with a side of ranch. Exactly. It's clock it. Because one thing I'm gonna have is my side of ranch or two. Okay. And one thing that I do now is I listen to Tony Fine Fit while I'm like working out. It's the most entertaining thing ever. I know a lot of people don't like her. I loved her. I think she's hilarious. I don't know. I thought we all knew she was just being funny. I thought the internet was cool. Was cooler than that. But I guess y'all don't really hang out around a lot of Jamaican women. But because that's not me. She's just telling you what it is. I just think it's funny her animosity towards DoorDash and Chick-fil-A is like unmatched. But anyway, that's what I'd be listening to try to stop myself from eating all these damn. But cravings are significant. A lot of people are experiencing cravings. Believe it or not, a lot of times when you're going through this is like, and this is something that's collectively happening right now. So I'm getting back on track. But a lot of times when you're having certain cravings, depending upon where you are at a Libra moment, energetically and where you are mentally, a lot of times when you're going through some type of ascension, you end up craving even low vibrational foods, because it's more so pertaining to your childhood. It's pertaining to something that you need to release. It's pertaining to a certain habit, or like it's tying itself to an energy that you need to release a lot of times. So pay attention to what those things are and where you are in where almost kicked this down and it would have fell and I would have ended the live. It was not. Pay attention to where you were when you maybe first tried this thing, or like what this food reminds you of. Something about that could be very significant. It could be you having to honor like a part of yourself, like your inner child, your inner teenager, or it could literally be, or just a phase in your life. But I also just feel this thing of like connecting and letting go. So it could really be those things you have to release. Sometimes as well, it's just a side note, when you're like trying to lose weight or something, or you're working, even if you're doing like glamour spell, like glamour magic for yourself, you'll start to notice like certain things like kind of backfire in a way. Like maybe you'll start to break out. Maybe you'll start to like all of a sudden, you're like, oh my God, I'm losing weight. And then all of a sudden you turn around and you see like you all of a sudden are ordering food from like a fast food spot that's definitely going to change that double-decker oatmeal pot. Bro, I didn't even know those existed until the other day. And I went to a little corner store or whatever. And I was like, double decker ice. And it wasn't a corner store. It was a corner store in my job. And it was like one of those stores where you there's no one there. It's just kind of like all like there's cameras, you scan your phone, you pay, you leave, like you grab whatever. And it was hella double-decker oatmeal thing. And I remember I was like, did y'all know that they make oatmeal double-decker pies? I should have never said anything. Anytime I went back, it was gone. I was so mad. I probably shouldn't have been eating that anyway. I didn't even like oatmeal pies when I was younger. Like I didn't even like them like that. I only ate them if there was nothing else. I was just America. Fucking America. But anyway, let's get into love for real. And I want to cleanse this energy out too. No, thank you, sir. I am not accepting whatchamacallit. Man, and when they super fresh, Lord, you get them fresh? How? Where? The bakery? I stay away from like crumble cookie and stuff like that. Like man, they everywhere where I am anyway. But I don't go because one, they look kind of dry and weird. But I try to stay away from bakeries and stuff because I can't. You know how I do it? I'm trying to live vicariously. When I play Sims, I live vicariously through my Sims, and I make them eat the oatmeal cream pies and the big back cakes and stuff like that. And I live vicariously through that. Mr. Khan, I am so sorry, sir, but I am not taking any lives right now. I love Sims. I love Sims. Period. I'm happy I got a Sims player in my collective because I love Sims. That's how you know this is my collective. But sometimes you can get the ones that's real soft, and I eat those with my eyes closed. I'm fucking crying. I eat those with my eyes closed, kicking your feet and moaning like I'm screaming. And then when did like I went to McDonald's the other day because I was craving a frap and I had to wait. So I figured, let me get a frap. And I saw that they had Krispy Kreme on the menu. Why are we adding Krispy Kreme to the menu of McDonald's. It's McDonald's. Is that not bad enough? They trying to kill us, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I don't want his here. Obsessed with the game, yes. I'm so mad because some of my mods are not working. That is big back energy for real. Some of my mods are not working with Sims, and I even have a whole new laptop just for Sims, like, and it's still not working. And it's pissing me off because I need my Wicked Whims, because it's not just Wicked Whims, but this is why I need my, that's the one I'm upset about. I need my Wicked Whims because I need to be able to create my 304. I usually create a 304. It's like one of my favorite things to do. I create a 304. Had got a new one. It still won't play right. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Everyone else is fine, but I start off with a 304. You know what that is? You know, look on TikTok because I'm trying to use code. And I usually start her off real poor, and I make her work her way up to the top. And then all of a sudden, she's like the madam of the town, and she owns like the nighttime ballerina club. Trying to use code words. And I kind of make her take over. And that happened in my last one. And then I had a new guy come to town, but he just decided he wanted to be a serial unaliver. And he was getting everybody pregnant. He was getting everybody pregnant who had husbands, okay? And the husbands was coming to his house and then, you know, like trying to fight or something like that. I don't know how. I did not set this up. This is doing it on its own. And then he would just... And then all of a sudden, the news came. It was, and then when you have too many unalivings in the game, the Grim Reaper comes and is like, they start getting irritated with you. The game did it on its own. But I haven't been able to play like that since. So yeah, Sims is crazy. I'll be so deluded in the game, can't no one tell me nothing, okay? Period. You can manifest through Sims too. Be very careful with it, but if you create your own character and like create that life that you want, you could actually like set intention to manifest that way because you're visualizing it and creating it and forming it yourself. A little fun fact for those who like to play Sims. Let me get back to this love message though. So Spirit is asking you to take a leap of faith right now. So you could be called to, because I didn't say this earlier, but I was feeling earlier when we were talking about love, I felt like a tightness in my chest. You could be dealing with heart chakra blockages. That's something that I think came up in my last live, where you're dealing with these like heart chakra blockages, and you might not even recognize fully what it is, but you could be dealing with heartburn. And you're probably thinking, I'm not even eating anything bad, or maybe you were eating something like, maybe you went to go stop and get you a little 4 for 4 or whatever. And maybe all of a sudden you ate and you had heartburn. And that's not something that happens to you often. Or, you know, you were just feeling like a heaviness in your chest when you would hear certain sounds or certain like, you know, just randomly feeling tightness, whatever the case may be. And of course, go to the doctor. I'm not a doctor. I'm not that type of doctor. But if you are able to. But I do feel like that's tied to the heart chakra. First of all, you might need to incorporate, because you know, heart chakra, the color of heart chakra is green. And with the heart chakra, it's tied to money, but it's also tied to love. You could have been somebody who's been more focused on money and not love. And that's okay if that's what's meant for you in that moment. But if you're somebody that you feel like you don't have a lot of balance, it could be because you're too focused on money and closed off to love. It could even be vice versa. Take it as it resonates. Take what fits. But eating certain greens, yeah, would probably, like I said, I ain't no doctor now, go to the doctor. But probably help with that. But also being able to intentionally eat those colors to help open up the heart chakra. Salads, avocados, green grapes, whatever the case is. Setting intention when you smoke your green. Thank you for the follow. You know, things like that. Like just being more intentional about, like, even if you got a little spinach wrap or something, you know. Why are we talking about food so much? I swear I'm not hungry. But maybe somebody's hungry. But if you're eating something green, of course it's better when it's healthier, but just set intention, say a little quick prayer, like I'm setting intention, or just like, you know, put it out there. Like as I'm eating this, I'm actually opening up my heart chakra right now, so this is good. You know what I mean? And just kind of like be more intentional. I just keep hearing that. To help open that up, because you need some type of balance here that needs restoring, so that you're able to freely take this leap of faith without being so hesitant, being so standoffish, being so on defense, because you're going to be sure of what's right and what's for you, because you're going to be sure of yourself. You know what I mean? Somebody hungry in here, I'm telling you, because I'm not hungry. I made sure I had my coffee beforehand, so I wouldn't come on here growling, because I didn't know if the mic was going to pick up on my stomach growl. Because my stomach be growling loud. It's really annoying. I haven't eaten yet. Yeah, I need to eat too. Because what time is 11? Oh my gosh, it's 11:50. I swear, I'll be hesitant to go on live, and I come on here and I just be talking to y'all, and I be on here for a minute. My bad. I'm screaming. I'm blaming you. It's you. Renisha, you laughing too. It's you too. You know what? It's both of y'all. Both of y'all hungry. And I want my coffee. Sarita, if you still in here. That's my collective. Big back energy. I have a whole friendship based on greed. I'm with you for 10 more minutes. I appreciate your help, Phyllis. Judgment, heartbreak. It was reversed. Okay. Because, yeah, I see, like, the basic of it. Yeah, like, I see, like, you know, there's some type of, like, a judgment call has been made because an action has been taken. But it also feels like Spirit's calling judgment on the situation, too, about this heartbreak. Like, you're being released from it. So that's definitely a confirmation of, like, the heart chakra blockage here. It could be due to past energy, could be due to past love, but we're going to talk about new love real quick. Let's get into that. I was hiding from the hungry allegations. I'm crying. Hungry as hell. And watch when I get off this live, I'm going to be hungry too. Okay. Let's see, let's get into it. And then I'm gonna use this tarot deck, and then I'm gonna hop into the intuitive messages in 5D. I know some of you guys are familiar. I'll get into that. I actually have a little soft launch announcement. I have quite a few more decks just ready to go. I just gotta click, I guess, like upload into the system to start selling it. I'm just trying to work on like a box design, and they was playing with me when because I design everything myself, so I've been in communication with the printers because I need to figure out what's going on with the box. If they can't get a box, then so be it. It's optional with the box. You don't have to get the box if you want to save money anyway. But yeah, I'm working on that, so I'll be posting about that eventually. I'll probably post on it on my Instagram first, and then I'll post on it on TikTok. But anyway. And this is a special kind of deck. It's not a deck you've seen before. It's not a deck you've seen before. And if it is a deck you've seen before, you probably haven't seen this type before because it's coming from me. Now, somebody needs to take Mullen. Mullen could be significant. Maybe you're dealing with a lot of congestion or something. Doors are opening for you. Because you're choosing to move on from the past. You're choosing. I feel like this Four of Wands is a resting state, like like putting your, like kind of hiding yourself in like hermit mode. Maybe you were just someone who wasn't putting yourself out there when it came to connections and love because you were tired. I really feel like somebody was divorced, or just got a divorce, or was divorced, or was going to get married, or maybe you were in like a domestic partnership where you were with someone for a long time. It was a long time coming too. It put you in a hangman space for a long time. And you could have been even in a hangman space because you were dealing with third-party energy. So, like, this could have been something that you were kind of trying to battle out and balance out, but there was a feeling of obligation. You're moving forward from all that now. That's where this new energy of love is coming in, because you gained a new energy of love for yourself, which is why you're so defensive. It's like you've developed this new love for yourself, but it's actually this genuine love for your child, the child version of yourself, which is why you're so defensive. But you're also developing that new love for who you are right now in this moment too, because you've unified those two energies, like that inner child, inner teenager. It's three energies: inner child, inner teenager. There's something that's like going on right now. All of that is tied to love. All of that is tied to your foundations and your money. And you choosing to walk away from it, you taking that action and taking some, like making some type of decision, that's very significant too. So you're able to come into a space of being able, or Spirit is trying to put you into the space of being able to see what's really out there for you. I feel like your type is going to change, or it has changed just a little bit, even if it's not physically. Although it could be, hey, you could have switched teams, or you could be for both teams. You could be for all teams or no teams. Whatever the case may be, something switched. And Spirit wants you to go with that. They want you to flow with that. It's for a reason. And if it hasn't happened yet, but you've been feeling kind of like at a standstill when it comes to putting yourself out there, like maybe, let's say, for example, let's say you're on a dating app, right? And you're swiping or whatever, and you see a certain guy, or even if you're at a bar and you see a guy or a girl, and they see you and you guys lock eyes or make eye contact, and then it's kind of like you're attracted to them. Maybe if you talk to them, it's like something's not right, it's not there. I feel like it's because that's like an older version of you, or maybe a younger version of you, or past version of you that was attracted to that energy that they bring. But it's not, you need something more elevated. You're ready for something more. Not even you're ready, I don't want to say need. You're ready for something more. You're prepared for something more, something different. So Spirit wants you to be able to open yourself up in a different direction in a way. This could be maybe opening yourself up to other races or cultures, maybe different locations, like maybe like not looking in the same place for love. Although it is more in a space of, yeah, love will find you, right? But you're also taking the action of, gosh, I felt a weird pain, like almost like a gas bubble, like in my heart. Definitely cleanse out your heart chakra. Work on that. You can listen to high frequency meditation sounds. Like I always say, it's the easiest way to do it. That helps balance out the chakras, and do it at night when you're sleeping. But it just feels like Spirit wants to redirect you somewhere to open yourself up to a new type of person you're supposed to be aligned with. You probably even met them already. You have no idea. You have no idea. Recent breakup did a number on me. Yeah, I feel you on that. I've been there. Yeah, deception here. I'm sorry you're going through that right now. So I know how that could be very heavy. But I do see progression and change here, because it's like you guys are being exposed to something. You're seeing what you're more deserving of. And Spirit wants you to be excited about it. They want you to let yourself know that you're ready and open yourself up to this, because I feel like whoever this person is that you're going to be with, they are ready. They've gone through a lot. They've progressed as well. For someone, I feel I'm picking up on like a nerdy vibe, like someone who's like nerdy, or maybe they were like nerdy in the past or seen as that, and they have like a glow up. So you might be a little bit like hesitant on them, because they may come off physically a certain way, but their personality's different, and that's the part that's not your type. Like you might get tricked. Like Spirit might trick your ass. Like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna get him with one of these. Yeah, I'm gonna get him with one of these. She gonna look like this, or he gonna look like that, da-da-da-da-da. You're gonna fall for it. You're gonna fall for it, because like, God damn, they fine as hell. And then you go ahead and you open yourself up to that, and you're gonna be like, oh, wait, this is different, this is weird. They may not even recognize that they're attractive or whatever, you know what I mean? Or they may be still trying to figure that part out for themselves, because it just happened for them too. And that glow up was more of a reward based off of how they've been humble and been kind, and essentially how they've been treated. Like I feel like this person has not experienced like a pretty privilege before or anything like that. Maybe that could be something that resonates with you too. I know I never want to go through what I went through the last 3 years with that. Yeah, I know. He was stressing me out too, and I wasn't even going through it. Like, so yes, exactly though. Like it's something that it feels like they could even they can even go out of their way and try to even maybe appear to be like that type that you like, because they may pick up on that's something that you're into, but you might end up finding yourself being attracted to that nerdy part of them. Like that's something that you're going to help them bring out. And I'm saying nerdy, like that's an example of one. It could be something else. It could be just a part of them that's hidden, that you're going to let them know it's okay for you to show more of, but you're also going to be in the space of self-discovery in that sense, because you're like, why am I attracted to this? Degrassi could be significant. Degrassi could be very significant. You don't need to tell. Of course. Absolutely, of course. Definitely appreciate you too. But yeah, it feels like it's been a journey for this person. They've been through a lot. I feel like they were bullied and stuff like that. They've been so gracious. They have no idea how gracious they've been. So they could be a little bit like, they may come off like kind of cocky or whatever, and then you start to see a softening side to them, and that side is like, there you go. That's what I was looking for. That could be very significant for some of you guys. Amethyst could be significant too. You could also I'm tired of this, okay? But I feel like you have like some type of past energy. Getting hotter. some type of past energy trying to like come in too. It's like an ex. It's very annoying. Or like someone who's like a situationship. Now they want to come in and try to make things right, but they're not even sure themselves. So it's like, go away. I don't feel like this person is the person that your spiritual team is trying to guide you to. I don't feel like that's what this is. And like I said, for some of you guys have met this person already. Yeah, this is dead on. Okay. You're in a different space right now without them. You never needed them to get to this space. Like that ex, that past energy. I also want to notate that this is something that person that's coming in, or the person that you're dealing with, the new person, same thing for them. Like, you guys have mirrored each other for a while, but I just feel like they're more sure and they're more ready. I feel like this is somebody who, I was literally going to say, who spent a lot of time alone, away from crowds, and now they're kind of in spaces where I feel like there's a lot of beautiful people in the room, and they feel uncomfortable. They know how to play it off, though. They got a good poker face. I'll tell them that. They got a good poker face, but they feel uncomfortable. Like, they don't want to be around people that, they don't want to be around the people that trigger them or harm them, the type of people. Like, they want to feel seen, even if they have to be around that, because for somebody, you could be, the person you end up dealing with could be somebody who's like maybe they're a public figure, maybe they're a little bit more in the public eye, whatever that could mean, whatever level that is. Maybe they have like a lot of eyes on them, and so they have to come off in a certain way or a certain appearance. This could be as far as like fame or whatever, and as more simple or more realistic as, I don't want to say realistic, but more like simple as like someone who has to look good in a retail store because they're a retail manager, selling like, retail store selling like products or cologne or something. They have to look attractive to attract people in. Like, they're used for, like, something about their looks is like apparent. Like, people see it too, and they use it. But they don't want to be around that type of energy all the time. Like, they want somebody who's more down to earth and more in tune with themselves. Like, because they're into some weird shit and they want you to be into it too. But they don't show this to other people. Like, I feel like maybe their little brother, their little sister, like a little, like somebody, like a little, like cousin or something might be aware of it. Like someone who's been around them for a while. But they want to be able to share that part of that other side to them with someone. They feel like if they have this person or this partnership that they can fully be open to, that it'll be easy for them to put that mask on for the rest of the world. The mask is a protection, a sign of protection too. I don't feel like it's in a negative way. Like, I feel like they're intuitively guided to do this and they're built for it too. But they also, like, it's almost like you're coming in as their support. Yes, I never knew this, but I realized, yeah. That I feel like you're coming in as their support, and then in return they're also supporting you by being true to who they are. It might be something that, I even feel like for some of you guys, this could be someone who you're like, it is physically somebody you're like, I'm not typically attracted to this type, but I'm into you. Like, it's giving that vibe. Like, pay attention to that energy. And it doesn't mean that the first person you see that happens with, that sensation comes in, that means it's them. It doesn't necessarily mean that, but there's some good news coming in when it comes to love. Spirit is telling you have no idea. This, I really feel like for someone, this could really be someone who's in a public eye, like a public figure, or you could be in the public eye in some way, shape, or form. Interesting. Let's see. What's coming in quick? Knight of Swords, Ten of Swords. What's this mean? Oop, Tower. Hello. I heard hello, boom. I love him, do you? That was Kevin Hart, right? That could be significant for it. Yeah, you gotta be open to it for sure. Yes. That's the best. We built our own confidence, brick by brick, push our and try to celebrate each other. That's beautiful. Exactly. I want to see what this Tower energy is. Yeah, this is something where it's like you had a lot of breakdowns come in. You might be processing a lot of things that didn't work out so that this new can come in. It's coming in quick. This is like, Eight of Wands is like, I see it as like Cupid's arrow, like energies of love. This is abundant in many ways. This is a new opportunity for something. This is a new opportunity for a fresh start, a fresh perspective. Spirit wants you to take the opportunity right now. They're handing it to you right now. It's here right now for you. Take that opportunity now and open yourself up to the possibility of seeing things from a different perspective that's completely different from what you're used to. I feel like this is very specific too, but curate your timelines and like your For You pages and your news feeds and stuff. Curate it a little bit better accordingly to what it is you're trying to align yourself with. You could be like seeing things that's not really aligning with you or not really helping you align in a higher frequency at this time, and it's okay for you to switch it up a little bit. Not McDonald's is a must try coming up as a notification. Hello, what did we just go over? And what part of McDonald's is green that helps balance out that heart chakra? And I don't want to hear about the lettuce because it's not even real. Hello. McDonald's could be, just fast food as a whole could be significant, but I actually am seeing that too. Is fast food. It's fast food, right? This thing, this energy is coming in fast. It really is. I was gonna say the lettuce. I'm screaming it. That lettuce is maybe a pastel mint at best. It's not even dark green. It's not even the good type of lettuce. Let me call Tony Fine Fit on y'all. I need to stop playing because I got a whole workout room and I don't even be in it. Everything's pink too. It's cute. I have my little pink treadmill. I'm a little pink stepper on my little pink product from TikTok. And I put it all together with some turf. And it was like, and a one of them raised desks so I can well, for one I was using it for meetings, but also so I could watch like stuff on my tablet or whatever, or even do readings for y'all while I'm walking. Because you know when I do my readings, you guys know I do them via email, so a lot of times I'm voice texting because I'm channeling. Also, I forgot, yeah, if you want to book a personal reading, get shopsuji.com. Okay. Let's get the final message here when it comes to this person. This person is a part of your justice. I really feel like if you're willing to open yourself up to new perspectives and opportunities, that you're gonna see this. Like Spirit was like, do this and I'm gonna show you how much I can give you. Like that's what I feel like God is telling you. Like I'm gonna show you how good it can get. Just please open yourself up to receiving it. See it from a different perspective, or be open to seeing it from a different perspective. Even if you can't formulate what a different perspective might mean, be open to the possibility of, and let Spirit show you. I really am picking up on that. Like that's very, very, very significant. Thank you guys so much, by the way, for liking the live. I appreciate you guys so much. Let me just pull on this Queen of Swords real quick before I say anything more. I'm hearing that shaking ass on top of cars. That song could be significant. I feel like you're being very... You're going to step into a space more where you're going to be able to feel very firm and grounded in like your energy. Like very like, this is who I am. This is where I stand. Take it or leave it. This is the judgment call you're making. And that's what's also going to help attract this energy. Yeah, somebody outside with that song. Being outside could be significant too. Like maybe you being outside and being free and enjoying life and kind of letting things flow and knowing that a lot of the heaviness that you go through is temporary, that you know God's always shown up for you, right? So maybe something about that is significant, being able to just be free. And, you know, twerking is twerk to celebrate, because that's what it was for originally. Twerk to release any tension, any trauma within the womb, within the hips. Do what you gotta do, okay? Yes, he thought I was gonna have a dad girl summer. Oh, a sad girl summer. Oh no, we're not having that. Never that. He thought wrong. But yeah, something about that could very well be significant. Even if like twerking is getting me in trouble, I'm screaming. Even if you're not somebody who twerks, just being able to like move your body in certain ways, or just that energy of feeling free. Because you know, people twerk a lot of times, like we feel free. Like, I don't know about you, but I feel usually free when I'm twerking. Just celebrating, having fun, and having a good time. That something about that is very significant as well, because you know you're in a high vibrational space when you're doing it from a harmless place, not really like on like a pick-me, you know, Jezebel spirit type energy, like the negative Jezebel spirit type energy, but more so on like a celebratory, happy, free energy. That is very significant. That's also going to help with the heart chakra. And that's also a very high frequency to be in when you're in a space of celebration and light and love and just feeling free and knowing that God got you regardless. That energy is kind of going to be like, I'm telling you, it's going to be like Remick and Sinners. He's going to see that light. He's going to be like, where's that coming from? But this is going to be like your person. Where's that coming from? I sense it. I hear it. I gotta go towards that. Whatever that is, that's what I'm supposed to be going towards. So when you're exuding in that energy, that's when I feel this person may be a little bit more clear to you, because you're opening yourself up to so much more, so much newness, like a transition into something. I'm hearing you're transitioning out of shame too, and that's going to be very significant when it comes to calling in this divine counterpart, this divine union, or strengthening the one that you're already in. You built my playlist for the summer. We outside, but Christian girl way. I love that. I love that. Obviously, sometimes I listen to songs and I'll just switch it to, I change every song and turn it into something about God, about praising God. I'll be thinking about old lyrics and everything. And I'm not Christian. I'm just, not that you have to be Christian to praise God, but I really be doing that. So when I hear the remixes to songs on TikTok, and there'll be like a gospel version, I'll be crying. I'm like, this literally sound like me, mom cleaning and singing. Let me see. It seems like you're recognizing now too. You're gonna recognize soon that you were holding yourself back. Here goes that Fool card again, bro. Yeah, you were holding yourself back by setting too many firm boundaries and holding back from that heart chakra space. A lot is going to be revealed to you to help you realize you're safe, but you also have to create your safety for yourself too. And you have to understand too that regardless, in this lifetime, we're in a timeline where it's about taking risks, and you're going to have to go that far for yourself in order to see how much further you can go. You're going to have to take risks. You're going to have to be okay with the fact that things might not work out, but in this way, but it could work out in another way. And I feel like that's a space that, because you know, you're at the end of the day, you're good. You know that at the end of the day, you're secure. You know at the end of the day, your relationship with the Most High God is strong. So you're going to be fine. And I feel like once you embrace that energy fully and kind of get out of this energy of crying over spilled milk, which I feel like a lot of you guys are past this now, that's when you're going to be able to see, almost like, it's almost like I'm hearing invitation. It's almost like you accept the invitation to open up. That's not necessarily meaning, okay, you're going to open up right then and there. You still have to do the work to be like, to allow yourself. But I feel like that would be the start. And all of you guys could be in different stages of this, but yeah. Thank you so much, Phyllis. Yes, this is something that you're manifesting, something you've been manifesting that you're going to celebrate when it comes to this new connection. And this could even be like not just a love, but this could also be like a soul tribe. Like I feel like an addition, like if you have your soul tribe, it's an addition to it. Or you haven't met your soul tribe yet, but they're coming in, like it's all tied in together. It's all the same. You're gonna see them kind of trickle in one by one. It's actually really cool. I'm picking up on Texas again. So what's this card? Oh. Yeah, you're not gonna have to fight for this too much anymore. You're gonna be more in a space of, like, you might be in the last battle, the last part of the battle, but you're battling yourself more than anything. So all you have to do at this point is give yourself permission to let go, let God, and be open to what's coming in. Someone may, like, you may have purchased, this is very significant to somebody, you may have purchased a book. If you have, and maybe you didn't read it yet, or you're thinking about purchasing a book, purchase that book. And if you haven't done this, and maybe you've been thinking like, damn, I haven't read in a while, or I haven't really gotten to reading, go to whatever book you're called to read. It doesn't have to be spiritual. It doesn't have to be, just go to the book that you're called to read. Something about finishing that book is going to help you open up your perspective a bit. It's going to give you that little push that you need, because right now I feel some type of mental clogging, like there's some type of mental fog, which is interesting because in the beginning of this reading I had like head pressure I was feeling right here. But I feel like you just need a little help, a little push to help see what spirit wants you to see. because it's almost like, how can I open myself up to something I've never experienced before, right? Like, how can I call in something I've never experienced? I don't know what it looks like. Fair. That's where that faith comes in. Let's close out with some. That was like a love reading, but that was kind of like, I don't know. That was interesting. I want to close out with some cards from Spirit. Now it's funny because I think, yeah, someone liked a video of mine and their name has Anne in it, and then Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations and divine plan. I just split the deck. I haven't shuffled yet, so let's see real quick. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, didn't I say I was going to use this deck? I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. We'll get some quick messages from this person in 5D. Thank you so much, Phyllis. I appreciate you. It's nice seeing you in here. I really, really appreciate you. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Touch base if you like. Now I'm going to go ahead and get into these messages here really quick. I'm just going to give you guys a couple messages. It's just intuitive messages in the 5D. Thank you. It's basically just messages from your person, whether you met them or not. This is just from a higher perspective of themselves, or this is just messages that they're not telling you if you've already met this person. It's timeless. It doesn't mean it's happening now. It's just take what resonates. Okay. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can head to shopzotique.com. I have mini reading with me. You can head to shopzotique.com. I have mini reading timeline. See what your life is like in another timeline currently. Past life readings, egg cleanses, things like that. Head on down over. Erotic readings. We have those too. Well, I use these cards as well, but I have an erotic deck. I don't use that during daytime. But I feel like I've lost my chance with you and it's killing me. This could be a past life connection where this person's coming back in from another, from another timeline, from a past life, and they're coming in to make it right this time. I'm in love with you. I may not be showing it in the 3D right now, but I will. So like I said, yeah, this could be somebody you just met or they're coming in. So you haven't met this person yet. I feel like this is going to happen quickly, but you guys are going to be willing to take your time. In terms of quickly, I mean like the feelings will develop very quickly, but you're willing to take your time. The 80s could be significant, like Art Deco. Yeah, like Art Deco, Florida, Miami type vibe. Like that could be significant. I'll reach out in a few weeks. You guys might be connecting with this person within the next few weeks. Take that part as it resonates, or you might start receiving signs within the next few weeks. I've consulted with a spiritual practitioner readings about you. For some of you guys, you might be connecting with someone who's more on a spiritual note. Like they might be with the shits a little bit. You know what I mean? Like in terms of like astrology and in terms of tarot, it could be spiritual practices. They could have came from a background of that. It could be into that now. They could just be into crystals. Just take what resonates. But whatever the case may be, I feel like this is more of a sign that they're tapped in. They could be someone who would go out of their way to get a reading on you if they need more clarity. Or this could be something that Spirit is telling you to do if you want more. Because, this is a collective reading. So if you want more details specifically to you, the thought of you turns me on. We haven't had stuff yet. That word. Let's see what else comes out. Wow, Lord, my ancestors ain't fight for this healing. They didn't fight for me to go through this. Lord. Hold on, let me see. I'm telling you, it's high, okay? At this point, I might as well move to the south. Like, this is ass. Y'all saw how New York was flooding the streets with the fire, what are those things called? The fire hydrants? And no one's water was working in the apartments because of it. I don't even blame them. It's that type of hot for no reason out here. It's Ohio weather. I can imagine. All seasons in one day for what? For what? Because I know some of this is controlled. Because all of a sudden it'll be real cloudy. I'm like, why the fuck is it cloudy when it's not? But my weather thing says 85 and sunny, but it's freaking 95 and cloudy. And then all of a sudden you start hearing and seeing, like, did y'all see the I don't know if you guys are seeing this, but like in everyone keeps trying to battle. It's just stressing me out. It's happening in Jersey and in New York. I think it happened in Florida too. It's not rolling thunder. It's not any of that. It's not pew pew shots. It's like something going on in the clouds. It's like a battle. Like it sounds like a war going on in the sky. And it's like flashing and it's weird. I've been seeing videos about that, and then it happened last night where I was. And you know, the drones and all that stuff, that was happening by me too. Because I was seeing a lot of feds by my job and stuff, people pointing up in the sky. I'm like, leave Jersey alone, yo. Ain't nobody cared about Jersey before. Nobody. We'll be the armpit of America. Let us be the armpit of America and leave us alone. I don't want none of this attention. Jersey Club, where I draw the line, okay? Jersey Club's where I draw the line. New York, y'all can have it. Y'all can have it. I don't want no part. I really don't. But that's what I heard last night. Anyway, I'm getting into it, but I was like, hello? Who asked y'all? Like, it was supposed to be sunny weather, but it was actually raining. Yeah, I heard a boom the other day. It woke me up. It woke me up. I was like, hello? Is it my time, Lord? Just said that right now. I ran hard for 30 seconds and literally stopped. Yeah, it's so weird. And I feel like a lot of times it's just to, like, this is my personal opinion. It's for entertainment purposes only. This is not real. I'm just a tarot reader. What do I know, right? But the Lord came back for, okay, that's what I was saying. This is my time, Lord. But what I feel personally, I feel like that they, I feel like they can control the weather, and I feel like they have these devices, so to speak, to put it simply, to be able to control the weather, or a device that controls the weather. Yeah, I know y'all know what it is. And I feel like they do that in little areas so that it'll like strike clouds to come in so that they can hide what's going on in the sky. Also, that whole thing with the aliens trying to show us, because what's going on with the Anunnaki? I heard about that. I just heard about that the other day. The whole Anunnaki thing with that came on the TV. Hello? Why is no one talking about that enough? I had a dream of Elon and Trump last night. Very satanic. Really? I would love to hear about it. If you felt like sharing. If you want to DM me, I just want to hear about it. I want to do a series too where like I read people's weird like predictive dreams, or like I did it before in the past. Like I think I deleted the videos because they muted it. But where we talked about like just like experiences, like I picked topics. So like one day would be about Ouija boards and just talk about your experiences with Ouija boards. One day would be about stuff like that. But it's a war in the sky. Deadass, it really is. Didn't see that Anunnaki. Yeah, there's something about the Anunnaki that puts a message up. I don't, it could be a hacker, but I believe it happened in Atlanta or somewhere in Georgia. This is just the other day, like maybe a day or two ago, and they put some type of message up. Let me look it up right now. They put some type of message up, basically saying like we're at war. They had a mansion with hidden things in it. They drove me back and from it in a private car. Interesting. Let me see what this is about, the Anunnaki thing. Anunnaki, it's in Georgia. Alright. I got the video. I'm just going to show it. This person's video. Because, hello. I don't do this. You can tell I don't like technology and me lately. Alright. This is what they're saying they saw. Hopefully you guys can see it. Do I have it right? Here we go. I ain't gonna hold up too much longer now. But yeah, this is basically what they were seeing. I don't see the message, but I did see online that people spoke about a message about a war and that they're helping out or something. We're in the middle of a war, but we're helping you guys out, something like that. I don't know. I would recommend doing your research because I haven't actually looked into it myself. Very strange stuff going on collectively. That's why it's like it's important to keep yourself grounded and balanced so you know what's actually going on. Oh, South Carolina got it too. I'm gonna look. Who?
If we trust.
Oh, I'm sorry. Bishop Marvin Winans passed away. That could be significant for somebody too. Didn't we cancel Kiki Winans? Didn't we cancel her? That could be significant too. I don't know why I'm like feeling called to kind of tap into this stuff right now with y'all, so maybe I'll do this for a little bit. Call me crazy, but I think 23andMe trying to find those have leftover Nephilim blood. You might be right, friend. You might be right. That's an interesting one. Well. My ass did 23andMe, knowing the risk, and I did it anyway like a dummy. I was like, yeah. And I did it. And you know, it's probably, well, no, I did find out some things. Satan's portal, yeah, that ass. The Pope opened up the pearls and crystals. I want to talk about all this. Is this something that we can talk about here? Because I don't feel like getting shit out, man. Because I was thinking the same thing. Or you want to talk about portals? Can we talk about Travis Scott? Yes, I thought that was very significant. I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want to bring, I felt something told me not to talk about that. Because I definitely wanted to bring it up. I said, no one's talking about this. Yeah, Hear demons laughing before he passed. Really? Oh, Lord. Wow. Some comments were filtered. I've been filtering comments. Y'all being nice in there? Yeah, there's a lot going on. That's why it's important to keep your energy grounded right now. You know, the veil's thinning, you know. We've been talking, a lot of readers and spiritualists on here at least have been talking about this for a long time. It's been a long time coming. That whole, hey, the chosen ones are here, we're all here on this timeline at this time for a reason, the raising the vibration of the planet, da-da-da-da, Project Bluebeam, da-da, all those conspiracy theories, and then what the spiritual people are saying, and the science behind all, science is confirming everything the spiritual people were saying, and the spirituality was confirming, the conspiracies were confirming the spiritual parts. Science was confirming the spirituality and the conspiracies. Like, it's a lot of, like, all of that is crossing because it's all on the same plane, low-key. They want to make it seem like it's not. Everyone's always like, oh, I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist. You don't. You sound like you have some goddamn sense and some logic, because we are not in, it's not fucking 2003 now where everyone is unaware of what's going on. Now we are all aware of what's going on and we're seeing it in front of us. Are we really about to sit here and pretend that we're in a space right now where things are still normal for the public? No, we're seeing this shit floating in the sky. They made an announcement that aliens were real in 2020 and no one cared because we were locked down around the entire world in our house so that they could do X, Y, and Z and fuck shit. And then, Lord, don't get me started before they block me again. The lawless Enoch spoke on. Television tells the vision, but some dismiss it how they cancel Simpson. Yeah. Wait, they canceled The Simpsons? Or did they just get rid of Marge? Because that was weird too. I felt like that was punishment in some way. I don't know why. I just thought that was very weird. Unless it's to bring attention to... Remember they did that with Brian on Family Guy? They got rid of him. And then people got mad and they brought him back. Same thing with like Tiny Chef. I know he's working on things right now. They're working on things right now with Tiny Chef to kind of bring it back. That could be significant. I wouldn't be surprised if like Marge came back or this brought more attention to The Simpsons, so The Simpsons can bring out another message or another warning. Confuse the enemy. They're distracting us with Diddy. Well, a lot going on in the background. They definitely are. Because my ass be tied into the whole Diddy thing too. I mean, I know I'm tapped in and out, but yeah, I'm noticing a lot that it is very consuming. There's a lot of content right now. That's why I was saying before. There's something about being careful about your For You page and what you're taking in, like kind of like restructuring your For You page a little bit, and your news feeds and things like that, because I do feel like there's a lot of content being pushed, like renewed in April. Okay, so yeah, they got rid of Marge. Yeah, it's like a trend of like getting rid of main characters. It's weird, but what was I just saying? I lost the message. But overall, oh yeah, the constructing the FYP, being able to do that so that you're not taking it too much, because I feel like more than usual content is being really pushed hard. Like you like one thing that consumes your timeline, but it's a lot pertaining to doom scrolling, because Diddy Trials is doom scrolling, and like in my opinion. The Anunnaki thing, that's doom scrolling, low key. Not that I meant to project that onto you guys. I was only willing to show that because I knew it was supposed to be a positive sign for us, and I actually feel like there is something positive coming in. I don't know if that's real, but I'm about to start looking back into the Illuminati deck, because I have all the cards. I have most of the cards, digitally. So I'm thinking about looking into that and seeing what's coming next, because I actually had the Illuminati card deck when I was 16. Like I was researching, I didn't have it. I was researching it when I was 16 years old, 32 now, and I remember learning about COVID that way. Ooh, fuck, I didn't mean to say that. I remember learning about the lockdown that way, and I was so scared, and I kind of pushed it in the back of my mind. I was like, this is just a game, it's not going to actually happen. And then I remember the person I was researching it with, I wasn't in contact with them anymore, and then he reached out to me during when they finally told us we were going to be locked down. He was like, yo, I was like, yo, this is crazy, we saw this. So like pay attention to those like types of shows too. I would not be surprised if Simpsons trying to bring attention back to the Simpsons so that they can give us another message. Marge is Dead in the Future. It was a show based on 35 years in the future. Oh, okay. Maybe them getting rid of Marge is like suppressing the divine feminine energy. It could be. It could very well be. Also, where they're located could be significant too. I don't know where they're located, but I just heard their location is significant. So I don't know where the Simpsons is like it takes place, but that could be significant. Like the C shot changing the DNA in us had to get it due to being in the medical field. Yeah, they're trying to distract us. I keep away, stay with the divine. I've been isolated. I felt, yeah. Springfield. That's Massachusetts, right? Because there's a Springfield, New Jersey. So I think that's Massachusetts. That's a Boston accent they got, right? They all sound the same to me. Like Jersey, New York, Boston, they all start to sound the same to me after a little while. And I'm from Jersey, so I really don't. Yeah, there's a Springfield everywhere, low key. And there's Springfield, Massachusetts. There's Springfield, New Jersey. I think there's a Springfield in Ohio. Don't quote me on that. So I'm trying to keep bringing in Black Matter. VA too, Ohio, yep. That's that. Yeah, CERN is what I was talking about before. I'm trying not to use certain terms because they like to punish me on here for that. But and you know what's funny too? At the time I saw two suns, it's a lot, yeah. Oh, yes, that's what I was saying. I'm getting distracted. They're pushing that content out to distract us. Like they're pushing the doom scrolling out more to distract us. I definitely feel that way. And there's so much going on. It's a fucking shit show in America, in terms of what's going on in the office and then what's going on, like, I don't want to start saying other, like, free Congo, free Sudan, free Palestine. Free them all. And the ones I didn't mention. But, Yemen could be significant, but it's so much going on right now, and there's so much information to take in, and I feel like everyone's trying to hold everyone accountable to being informed, and it's like, please feel free to tap out when you need to, because all of this is a distraction. Yeah, like I just got a notification about selecting trends that work for you. Literally, I just got a notification for that from Amazon. I'm not even supposed to have Amazon. Amazon needs to stop sending me stuff. But yeah, so that could be significant. Like it feels like curating that timeline so that you can snap out of it or tap out, because it's definitely being heavily forced. Because even when I was looking into, yes, that concert, that's what I was about, the harvesting event, which I was just about to bring that shit up, with Travis Scott, which, let me tell you something. After what I've been through last year, the balance is here. Yeah, it's time for that too. When it comes to Travis Scott, I can't even imagine, because I remember I went to a concert. I went to Afropunk If they don't really, I think they still do it. I don't know, but it's not the same. It's not how it used to be. I went to like the Afropunk from back in the day in Brooklyn, Commodore Park, where it originated, and I went a few times. So one of the last times that I went, I didn't know the full lineup. I was there for Erykah Badu. That's all I cared about. And I went and I was going to, because it's like different stages and different sections. It's not one whole, like it's a park, but it's not like a big field and everything is like, it's kind of like little sections. Like, and some of the parts are sectioned off with fences. This is significant. And I didn't really have a particular artist that I was waiting for at the time, because I knew Erykah Badu was going to be like 3 hours late, which she was, because they usually are. I don't know why people are complaining about celebrities being late. They're always late. But so I was waiting, and I was like, well, let me walk over here, because it looked like it's kind of live over here. And I saw, like, Afropunk's predominantly black, but at this point in time, there was different races there, different cultures, different backgrounds, all appreciating black culture. And but I saw that a lot of us were over there, like, hype. So what's going on over there? So we walked over there, and it was a cool hype. Okay, it was a cool hype. I couldn't see, like I told y'all, I'm supposed to wear glasses. I can't see, so I couldn't see who it was. I was kind of like, who is that? And I couldn't tell because there's so much music. I walk over, and I noticed, oh shit, it's Tyler the Creator. So that was cool, right? And Tyler the Creator's fan base, his crowd's they get a little rowdy, right? But it was nothing I couldn't handle. I want to also point out, I was hit by a tractor trailer and flipped up a car off a bridge, so my knee at the time was very bad. I was like, I had to be very careful about the crowds I was in and stuff. That's why I liked Afropunk. It was very spread out. This section was a little wild because of Tyler the Creator. Makes sense. The area is kind of small though, but the crowd is still controlled, even with the mosh pit, because they were moshing the Tyler the Creator too. I think it was like Yonkers came on or something. I don't know how you mosh to that, but it was like a song like that. It was one of those old songs. Anyway, all of a sudden, I'm kind of like not paying attention, because I'm like I think I was talking to my ex at the time. I don't know what I was doing. I wasn't paying attention. Anyway, I started to look around, like, why is everything shifting? Like, the energy changed. I'm looking around at it feels, first of all, it got darker. The clouds got darker. The energy around us got darker. And it's like, it was like a frenzy, like the energy shifted, and it didn't feel like the same people before. And I'm like, why is it like the crowd changed right before our eyes? Like, it was crazy. As in, like, it was weird. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, what the this happened so fast. I'm just describing all this, but this literally all happened in like 4 minutes. And I looked around, and I'm starting to see people like climb the fence, like World War Z. Like, you ever seen the World War Z ad? Where they're climbing on top of each other, that's what people were doing to get into this section. I said, why the fuck is this going on right now? What's going on? I don't even see Tyler Creator no more. He gone. So now I'm feeling uncomfortable, and I'm like, we gotta get out of here. And then all of a sudden, Travis Scott comes out, and the crowd is crazy, insane. And I said, we gotta get out of here. Because I was worried about my knee. People are crashing into each other. It's starting to get tight space. Now, I've been to concerts I've been to like rock concerts and shit where you running up to the barrier. I've been in a crowd crush before, and I'm 5'2". I was the shortest person there. I was very, 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 very blessed that I had people around me who were much taller and bigger and stronger, who took care of me and made sure I was good. But I've been in a crowd crush before. I cannot imagine. And so when that shit happened with Travis Scott, I was like, I'm getting the hell out of here, because that whole fuck the club up energy, not for me. I got out of there, and I'm so glad I did, because it scared me that humans were climbing the fence on top of each other to get into that section. People forget that dark era Tyler used to be in. They do, and I feel like that was like a kickstart to it. Mind their handlers, keep them in check. Man their handlers, yeah. Look into their eyes, they no longer hide. They're like, the crowd, like, it was weird, man, and it was like, you can tell when a mosh pit's about to form. And if you know how to work with a crowd, you know how to get away from it. You know how to make room. Because they also kind of make the room too, you know what I mean? But when you start to see that, like a little vortex happening in that little space, you just kind of, you ease in a direction where the crowd is flowing. But I was almost like doing it and going backwards at the same time, because I had the space too, right? But like, I got out just in time, because after that, you couldn't get out. It was so crazy. My friend was caught in it. I lost my friend for like 2 hours because they were caught in between the fence in part and the entryway to get in. Like, no one could move. It was insane. And I was like, why did he come and ruin everything? And I also want to point out, when something else sit right with your spirit, you will know, right? Exactly. I also want to point out too, I don't even know if I'm supposed to be saying this, so I'm gonna make this very quickly. But I worked in I somewhat worked in the industry, right? So I've been around Nicki Minaj. I've been around, you know, I'm not gonna name drop. I've been around a lot of people, right? And not like I'm in their face talking to them all the time. It's not like that, because that wasn't what I was supposed to be doing. But I've been around that, and one of the things I will say, and this is more so about like the nightlife. One of the things I'll say is that allegedly, this is all alleged. You know, what I mean, I'm just bullshitting. Don't take this seriously. But one of the things that they talked about was how, and I'm saying they and being very vague, and I'm not giving you context for a reason, is that it's very hard for clubs to accept, or like certain spots to accept him as a guest, because of the type of crowd he attracts and how he literally encourages it. So there is a very limited amount of people that will work with him when it comes to that after, like more so after parties and shit, like, because he creates a really crazy crowd, and he doesn't care if they destroy the property and destroy the space. And if you're in certain places like Miami, they're not having that. So hi. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm glad I came back on your feed. But yeah, so that was kind of like extra confirmation for me, because I'm like, yeah. So when I first saw the footage of it in 2021, I was crying. I won't watch the documentary. I feel like the energy behind that whole festival, that whole thing, is so dark. People are saying they are feeling dark entities surrounding them while they watch it. Leave it alone. I saw enough of the documentary by watching the people's stories who posted about it in real time. But God, that whole thing is heartbreaking. Some of his fans seem so good. Yeah, that shit was crazy. I remember, and no one was talking about this, but I remember the man that was standing on top of the I remember researching and deep diving into this, because I did a live on it when it happened in 2021, and I remember the man on top of the ambulance. That man went out of his way, allegedly went out of his way, to block that ambulance from coming in. I remember he was screaming at people. People were screaming at him, and he was screaming at the crowd. And then he jumped on top of it. He was encouraging people to, like, it's like he went feral. Like, he went, like, very demonic. Like, he just, like, kind of switched. He wasn't there anymore. And the fact that people were going out of their way to block the ambulance from helping people, I think the thing that's it's petrifying, but it's like fascinatingly petrifying to me, is like how crowds like move like water when it's too much, like that crowd crush, like the wave. That phenomenon is petrifying and fascinating as hell to me that we do, but it makes sense, because we're 70% water. Anyway, let's cleanse that energy out. Let's go on with some final messages from Spirit. Because I don't want to get into that anymore. Next thing you know, it's popping up on my For You page again. Got time for that. Dang, I said I was going to put this on YouTube. I don't want that part on YouTube, but I don't want to edit the video. I usually just kind of post a live and leave it at that. Yes, absolutely. Stay vigilant. Be on your ish when it comes to your spirituality and practices and your protection. Keep your relationship with the Most High God active, so you can use your proper discernment. Because there's a lot of illusions being casted right now in the collective, in society as a whole right now. In the collective, in society as a whole. That's causing a lot of more internal conflict and chaos, which is therefore making people react a certain way outside of themselves and projecting it onto others. And it's kind of like dodgeballs. It's kind of like, you know, that meme where the Spider-Man is like pointing, everybody's pointing at each other. It's that vibe, but I feel like it's projections of everyone, because no one knows how to handle this internal conflict that they're going through, because so much being forced on us on purpose to lower our frequency. Just like at that concert, they played that low vibrational music to lower the frequency so that they were able to control the crowd better. That was just a starter. Okay, that was to break the barrier down. My YouTube is at Original Zotique because someone took Zotique because they're annoying. I made up the word. It never existed when I created Zotique many years ago. Anyway, don't get me started. But it's at Original Zotique. It's in my link tree's in my bio, so it's in my link tree. And I think I have a pinned post on my page that has my YouTube. Let me double check. Yes, darling. Yes, on my pinned post, it will show like my how you can reach me in terms of my social media. It's like a purple into pink gradient post on my page that has my YouTube. You can just put the at thing and you'll find me because I post shorts as well. There you go. Always on exit out. Just in case. Absolutely, yes. Always find an exit plan. Always have an exit plan. For sure. You're being called to devote yourself into your faith, whatever that faith may be. And this is also pertaining into devotion to your um your internal compass. It's just again about having faith within yourself and believing in yourself and taking yourself seriously. Answer the call. So if you're being called to something right now, your guides are calling you towards this for a reason. It's probably, I feel like it's gonna lighten like this energy you've been in. And it may not correlate or make sense. Like it might be like, oh, two apples don't equal an orange, but in this case it will. For you it will. You're already doing it. So this could be something that you just need to acknowledge that's happening in order for it to actually activate and work for you. Like you just need to acknowledge it's happening. You're already doing it. You just need to acknowledge that. The bear could be significant. I don't know why I'm actually probably gonna watch the bear in a little while because I haven't eaten, so I might do that while I'm eating. But the bear could actually be significant. Also, if you're watching the bear, shout out to episode 4, season 4, episode 4. It was very black coded, very black coded. I was like, who wrote this? Because this is like maybe Ayo wrote this. Like somebody, they had new writers for this episode, and I looked. It was I forgot the other character. It was two of the black characters, and that wrote the show, the episode. It's very black coded. It's cracking up. The bear is so good. I love the bear. It's so good. I've been feeling a little anxious watching it sometimes. It's so chaotic, but it's such a funny chaos. And they just remind me, even though they're from Chicago, it just gives me Jersey vibes. Because you go into like the pizza spots out in Jersey and stuff. Um, it's usually like that energy. A lot of yelling, a lot of Italians, and a lot of yelling. A lot of fast paced back and forth, but you're gonna get your food and you're gonna get it in time or you're gonna get it beforehand and it's gonna be really good. That this cardigan came out. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine soul family, calling your tribe. You don't have to do this alone. So I do feel like you're at a space too where like you've already been doing it for a long time, but they're saying it's okay to call in some type of help. And this all comes right back to being able to open up your heart chakra, to call in your soul tribe, to call in that divine love that you want, to call in that extra support that you need, because you had to release your old support system. It's not your support system anymore. If you feel like you have a support system but it feels shaky and it feels like you always have to depend on yourself, at the end of the day you do not have a support system anymore. And that's something that you need to open yourself up to so that you can open yourself up to the new support system that's here and ready for you. It's more new, more improved. And this isn't something where you have to worry about, can I take this person with me? They're already going to be with you in the journey, helping you progress, and vice versa. And I feel like Spirit's trying to call you into this new direction, and you might be a little bit scared, or it might not make sense to you because it's not something that you're used to. You don't know where to start. It's like, I feel like something's supposed to change, but what and where, why, how? Just trust that nudge when it comes to, like, it could be as simple as, I need to take a left turn today instead of a right turn. I need to, maybe, you know what, maybe I'll get, I don't know why orange creamsicle is significant, that flavor, but maybe you want to go for an orangeade or something orange or fruity flavored instead of getting something chocolatey or vanilla-y or whatever. I'm hearing decadent. Cheesecake Factory could also be significant, but it's there's those little decisions, those little conscious efforts that you make, those little conscious choices that you make with your free will is what's going to lead you to that newness. Like before you know it, a lot will be changed around you. Like, wow, this is feeling very different, but it feels safe, it feels real, it feels pure. Oh, it feels so fresh. It feels like a fresh, nostalgic energy. The reason that being is there's going to be little fragments of your past that's going to be placed into this new beginning for you, where it's going to make you feel safe and comfortable. It's kind of like when you get a fish and you have to, when you put them in a new tank, you have to put a little bit of their water into that new tank so that they feel a little bit more comfortable and acclimated in the environment. It's something along the lines of that, but these are safe little seeds being planted. These are safe little things that are placed in there for your comfort and for you to recognize that you're on the right track and at the right place at the right time. My ears are ringing, and I feel like this could be coming from an ancestral energy, like this grandmother energy. Now, this could be something as far like this could be, this could be like Santa Muerte energy. If you're working with Santa Muerte, this could literally be a grandmother or some type of feminine figure who had wisdom that passed away. They don't have to be a grandmother. This could just be this energy itself of needing to grandmother yourself. But I feel like this energy as a whole is what's kind of helping push you, or is gonna help place those little spots, because like that grandmother energy, like when you think of comfort in a family, you usually think of a grandmother. In most cases, you think of a grandmother's energy, a grandmother's love. um this may not even be something you've ever received before, but this is something that I feel like spirit is going to plant into this new environment for you, where you're going to feel like, all right, this is where I'm supposed to be. So if you wanted a sign, that's going to be the sign. It could be something like you walk, you ever, oh gosh, you know what I'm seeing right now? I'll describe it very quickly if you're familiar. There's this show called The Magician. It was on Sci-Fi. I think you can watch it on Netflix. Recommend this, pretty good show. If you want to binge something. But one of the, I don't want to give it away, but like one of the things that happened is that a new world was created from an old world. Like they created a new world, or new, like literally a new plane from an old plane. And they all manifested and brought these little elements of what they loved from that. Yes, it's a great show. It is a great show. So I'm talking, you know what part I'm talking about. I'm literally talking about the end. Sorry, spoiler alert. But a little bit of a spoiler alert. But they literally took the parts that they liked about the previous life. I mean, the previous like timeline that they were on, that previous like, whatever the case is, that world that they were in, and they added it into their new world. So this new world was different. They had to get used to it. It was starting from scratch, but it felt exciting. It felt new, and then it also felt safe because there was other little elements from their previous universe that was added to it because they called it in. And it was little things that brought comfort to them. Like I don't know, I think, wasn't it like bacon fields or something, because someone liked bacon. I think Alice liked bacon, so they put like something with bacon fields, and I think there was like a margarita fountain somewhere, something like that. Like little things that was like funny in the show that brought them their sense of comfort, but they've transferred it to that new universe. That's what I feel like this grandmother energy is doing, is helping do here, so that when you end up stepping into this space, you'll recognize that this is the safe space to be in, almost like it's safe to park here, when you start to see those little signs that are familiar, that brings you that sense of comfort in a good way, not in a way that's going to bring you back and like hold you back, not in a way that's going to make you feel less than, but in a way where it's going to be like, I needed that, thank you. So you know that spirit is with you, your ancestors are with you, to have faith, to know that it's okay to like kind of relax your shoulders and know that you're safe um in all this chaos that we are in. But and knowing that you don't have to do it alone, and that you're not doing it alone. And I almost feel like too, there's this energy of you needing to forgive the divine, because some of you guys may have been very upset with, which is like, there's not something they're angry with you about, of course, but it's like you were upset with the divine because of how things were going in your life for so long, and you're like, listen, I'm putting in the work, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm listening to the messages, I'm manifesting, I'm meditating, I'm XYZ, I'm feeding my altar, and it's like not enough. Why is it never enough? And there might have been a point in time where you decided to walk away from your faith, or maybe you're in that space right now and you're trying to come back to it in a different way, and spirit is saying to like forgive yourself and know that they forgive you, and to forgive the divine. So there's a lot of forgiveness. Take that part as it resonates. It could, you know one more card. Dance with life. Oh, two more cards. Dance with life. Change your energy. Do something to change your energy. Why am I having a hard time reading? I'm a fantastic reader. Again, throat chakra can be significant. So working with the throat chakra, we talked a lot about working with the heart chakra, but the throat chakra is blue, so you can, channel again, by helping balance that energy by setting intention to eat blue, like certain blue foods, like blueberries, um, spirulina. What else is blue? You know what I mean. Setting intention, to help open up your throat chakra as well. You can also do that by, prayer and affirmations, um, speaking out loud, singing. Sometimes helps, singing high vibrational music or humming, as well as, listening to high frequency music while you go to sleep. That helps balance out the chakras. But keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. I didn't even see that other card here. Literally, you're not alone. This is what Spirit is telling you. You're not alone. They literally just said that. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. That's exactly what they're guiding you to do right now. They're guiding you to dance with life, to change your energy. And what were we just talking about, twerking? It's all tying to the same thing. Um, Someone could be changing careers too. You're supported in this. I just saw someone changing from like finance to something, or something to finance, or like, so I saw coins. Like I saw eight of pentacles really. Or you also could be like getting a raise or promotion in your field, or like in the company that you're in, or like business is gonna be booming for you. That's gonna be happening too. So that's something you're not gonna have to worry about. So you're not gonna confirmation burp. You're not gonna be too much in a survival space anymore, because you'll have what you need and some. So you'll be able to focus on other things. Um, Barbados, Jamaica, Trinidad, those are significant. Like Caribbean islands are significant. Guyana. Um, why does it keep saying invite people? Like it says invite Kent Law Firm to join your live as a guest. I can't imagine he's in here right now. So why would it ask me that? If he is, that's really cool. But that's weird that it's asking me that. Maybe it's doing that for people I follow, but I don't think I follow. I didn't follow everybody that popped up for. Ooh, kind of want to change paths. Yeah, and then when you want to change paths, that's when you know you're on the right track too. Um, because when you're being guided to do that, when you're being guided to, sorry, I saw a weird comment. When you're being guided to change paths, when you start to feel a little bit irritated or irritable, that's also spirit trying to make you uncomfortable in your space, and your own spirit, your higher self making you uncomfortable, so that you're willing to make that change. So this is something I feel like is going to be beneficial to you. It's going to be something that you can set your sights on and know that you'll be safe. It's going to change the way it's going to, like, for some of you guys it'll happen quickly, where some it'll happen slowly. It'll be based on the circumstances that are given to you at the time. Don't compare your journey to others. Just kind of like flow with this, see what's going to come out of this, because I feel like it'll be quicker than you think. So I hope that helped you guys. I'm on 4%, so I guess I gotta get off. But if you want to book a personal reading, you can head to shopsotique.com. I'm gonna post this live on YouTube. I'm gonna try to do that as soon as I can. I'm gonna try to do it today. Of course, thank you guys so much for joining. I had a pleasure speaking with you guys. I think I've been in here for a few hours. Thank you for the likes, the gifts, the shares, the conversation, the laughs. I wish you guys the best. I'm going to. I really will do my best to get on more. I was supposed to get on like last week, and it was just too freaking hot. As you see, I was pretty hot, and it's not that hot in this room, but it's pretty warm in here. So I will do my best. Hopefully, it's not gonna be too crazy throughout the days. But yes, if you want to connect with me, you can head over to the link in bio for my Instagram, or like the pin video on my page for my Instagram, my readings, my all that stuff. Okay, love you guys. Have a great day. Stay blessed.